What it be, what it be? It's your boy LB, Coffee and Mary Jane, who rocking with me. This is just a preliminary joint right here. You know, we sparked the joint at the 5 minute mark. That's right. We start the joint at the 5 minute mark. This is the preliminaries. We in the preliminary section. Who rocking with me? Let me know who with me. Smash that like button. Do me that solid. Help a brother out. Smash the like button so we can get the video out. Because you know YouTube like playing with the algorithm and all the notifications. Think the professor with the wrench is up in here. Wrenches gang gang. The wrench gang gang. We in here. Watch yourself. Carmine Gorillo. Salute. Carmine, where it be, homie? What's going on, fam? Glad to see you back for another episode of Coffee and Weed. Marcus, good vibes. How you doing there? Yeah, good vibes. I like your name. Good vibes. That's a good title to have in there. Because that's what we all about over here. Good vibes. And we not just talk about good vibes, we talk about the vibes that are productive. Michael Phoenix, peace. Kenta Intelligent. Salute. Chicago in here. Chi-Town. Chirac is up in here, people. Anytime my Chirac brothers is up in here, we salute them. Chirac is up in here. Who else we got? Smash that like button. Welcome to another episode of Coffee and Mary Jane, where we talk about everything fighting, what it means to you. Like the Book of Five Rings. If y'all ain't read the Book of Five Rings, read the Book of Five Rings. Very good read. And what is so dope is that book can apply to any area of your life. And he's really talking about fighting. That's how deep the fighting essence is that fighting relates to so much that you're going through in your life that you can easily relate it and easily use what you're learning on the physical plane to cultivate your spiritual and mental plane. That's right. That's what we're talking. Cultivation. Got to cultivate. Got to cultivate, people. Maintenance must be done. Got to do maintenance. I think that's where a lot of people get caught up at, is in the maintenance. And that's what we're going to talk about. The maintenance of martial arts. Because there is a maintenance. Will we ever see Canelo versus Charlo? Man, I hope so, but I'm on the fence with that one. I'm thinking Canelo done reached the zenith right now, and that's going to be a damn good fight. But I ain't going to lie. In the beginning, I had Charlo with the win. I don't know now. Now it's really looking like a 50-50 fight. It's really looking like a 50-50 fight because Canelo is at his zenith right now. He's going to be very hard to beat. He is at his zenith. And we talk about at his zenith as far as you don't see Canelo out there coming out the bar, shooting at people, getting into all types of craziness. He's focused right now. He said, I'm focused, man. I'm so focused. And it's very hard to be the focused man. Very hard. That man focused. You're going to need something to happen in his life to knock him off his focus, to get him to start messing up. Because it's maintenance. Canelo doing maintenance, big time maintenance on his martial art. He's laser focused. Facts. Canelo laser focused. So I give it a 50-50 fight right now, him and Charlo. I hope we see it. But I think we got a better chance of seeing Canelo versus Benavidez than we got Charlo. The only problem with Benavidez is I don't like his defense. And you're going to need defense to fight someone like Canelo. You're going to need some defense. That boy hitting hard. Both hands like a cannon. Oh, hold on. I missed my mark. We done missed our mark. We still can do it. Get your sticks ready. Get the sticks ready. Get the sticks ready. Let's light it up. Let's light it up for all my peoples who's here and got they sticks, light up your stick. Put the flame on the stick. Use it or lose it. Gotta stay in shape, especially when you're getting older. Facts. Well, that's what we're gonna talk about is the maintenance of martial arts. Because the delusion of men, because we talk about a lot, there's a Idris Falcon, my family, would it be? We talk a lot about, now I'm gonna say we talk a lot about, but there's a lot of talk on the internet with Kevin Samuels about the delusion of women. But there's delusion with men too here. And this is what we're talking about is the maintenance of martial arts that you got a lot of brothers believing just because they've worked out Tuesday and maybe Wednesday, they ready for war. And that's all of the maintenance they got to do. No. I'm going to tell you something my teacher told me. He said, you learn with me, but you understand by yourself. He said, you learn with me, but you understand by yourself. Because understanding comes to you in them dark areas, them dark days, them days where you contemplating, when you on your grind, and when you focus. Everything you learn turns into understanding. So what that means is, if the only time you're really practicing your martial arts is when you're in front of your teacher or at the class, you're not getting the understanding you need. This is the reason why schools have homework. Let's look at the word homework, work that you take home with you. That is the key to homework. Because if they left it at just everything you learned in class, the minute you left class, that it'll fly right out your head. You'll get distracted by some other stuff and it'll fly right out your head. Zigzag, zigzag, zig, knowledge, wisdom, understanding, power, power. Tootsie Floosy, true indeed, my homie up in here. My family is rocking with me. I got the fam all in the building. We got family. We're going to get some more people in here. We got to get the family because the maintenance of martial arts is very incredible. And it's very important. And when you're doing the maintenance of martial arts, what happens is it seeps into other areas of your life. So, because why do relationships really go left with you and your woman? Why do relationships with you and your woman usually go left? And I'm going to tell you why. Because people get into relationships and think they just self-clean. Relationships are not self-cleaning. It's not self-cleaning. This is a maintenance you have to constantly be doing on yourself, on your woman, together to keep that relationship rolling. Can I get a press one? Can I get a press one? There's a maintenance that you and your woman must do to maintain the relationship. This is why the relationships fail. Because people are easy to get in them, but they don't want to do the maintenance. Just like your house, you can have a bad house, 18 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, the infinity pool. But if you ain't paying someone to come and clean that joint, it's going to be pretty dirty up in there. It's going to be pretty dirty. You're going to have a mansion, and it's going to be on hobo style because you ain't doing the maintenance. And that is the same thing with your fight art. Your fight art requires maintenance every day. This is what they don't want to tell you, people. They don't want to tell you these facts because they don't want to scare you off. That's right, you're going to be hoarding. They don't want to scare you off because if they told you the work you got to put in to really become excellent at the mechanic of fighting, most people will leave. Most people will leave the dojo. Just like people that are fat, they rather tell you there's a pill you can take to help you instead of telling you the truth. Get your fat ass up off the couch and go run your fat ass around the block. Alpo Goings, salute. There is no, they're trying to give you a secret weapon to get there. No, they're trying to hide you from the reality that what you're asking for takes hard work. The same thing with Kevin Samuels with them women. All these women want all of this men, but they haven't put in none of the work to get these so-called high-value men, but they want them. People, that is the thinking of a child. That's the thinking of a child. We are adults. We are adults. You got to step into your adulthood. You cannot look away. You can't look away. Run them lights up. You heard my homie. Run them lights up. You can't look away. The maintenance of martial arts is every day, people. I'm sorry to be the one to bring you, to be the bearer of bad news, that the only way you're going to be excellent at the mechanic of fighting, if you do it Monday through Sunday. Monday through Sunday. Like putting on your pants. You don't take a day off from putting on your pants, do you? Do you wake up one day like, no, I don't feel like putting on my pants. I'm going outside in my boxes. And the world going to have to accept me like that. No, you're going to jail for indecent exposure. That's what's going to happen to you. You go outside and you don't put no pants on. You're going to the pokey. You're going to the clink clink for indecent exposure. Nobody wants to see that. So guess what you have to do as a man? As a man, every day you got to wake up and put your pants on. And don't go outside with your Johnson swinging in the wind, because nobody want to see that. So it's the same thing with your martial arts. Your martial arts ain't going to work themselves, people. Your Tiger Crane style ain't going to wake up 6 in the morning and start training without you. The 52 with the blades. I did it on my last live. Fonz blessed, would it be? Your style isn't going to work without you. My teacher used to tell me, I don't care what you name the style. I don't care what you call the style. If you don't work, the style doesn't work. Period. Indecent exposure and fighting is painful. Listen, when you get in front of the right person, it'll feel like you naked. That's how you'll feel. When you get in front of that fighter that knows what he's doing, it's like you're standing in front of him butt naked and you can't cover up. That's what he's going to make you feel spiritually and mentally and physically. So indecent exposure and fighting is one of the most painful places you can be. When you in the fight and you know you ain't got the stamina to finish the fight, that's indecent exposure. That's what I'm talking about. 52 with a gun. We trying to work on that. We trying to work on 52 blocks with the gun. My man Peter Couts Burley, he's working on that as we speak. Sounds good, but I want and need every martial art Africans to melanin people from other races too. Clarify that one more time for me. But the maintenance is important, people. There is no martial art excellence without the maintenance of. The maintenance of the martial art is where you'll find the excellence, not in the technique. The technique is not excellence. Because let me tell you about techniques. Your technique is any given Sunday. You could have trained all your life to punch people in the mouth, get into a fight, and get choked out. So it's not in the technique, because the technique can fail just because of the situation. You can have a high-level technique, practice it all your life, but if the situation is wrong for it, it's not going to work. Period. So it's not the technique where you find excellence at. The technique is where you're going to find the maintenance of, because in the maintenance of, you're going to make it muscle memory. You're going to make it a habit. You know how everybody talk about these bad habits? There are good habits that you don't want to break, that you want to nurture and let grow. And the good habits is called maintenance. Coffee up. It's called maintenance, people. Maintenance is the key to reaching the excellence that you're trying to get to. And it goes in all of your life. It's not just fighting. At your job, there is maintenance happening. With your wife, there is maintenance happening. With your very apartment, there is maintenance happening. With your kids, there is maintenance happening. Mayweather made dudes look like nothing because Mayweather understood the maintenance of what he was doing. Let me tell you something. Have we ever heard about maintenance, about Mayweather catching the charge, selling drugs, selling crack after he left the gym? No. Everything that mattered to Mayweather was the maintenance of boxing. And look what it got him. Look where it got him. 51-0. That's right. I say 51-0. 51-0. I'm counting Conor. You know what I'm saying? Counting Conor McGregor, and now I'm counting out of the YouTube dude he just fought. Situation and terrain makes up a huge part of any skirmish. Yes, your environment plays a part. This is nature, people. This is science. This is stuff that we learned in science class about stimuli in the environment and how it plays a part, and how your environment plays a part of your makeup. I'm hood because I came up in the hood. Ain't too much I can do about that. That was my environment. Now I can make myself better. I can let go of some of the nonsense that means nothing that I learned from the hood. I keep the good stuff, but I can let go of the stuff that's not serving my life because that's maintenance. Cutting away the fat is called maintenance, people. When you cut away the fat, you're doing maintenance. You're doing maintenance. And maintenance is understanding your technique because the more you do maintenance, the more it changes. When I first started throwing the left hook, a left hook was just a left hook. But as I put maintenance on it, I seen more of what the left hook really is. It's a punch you can't see because it comes out your blind side. I got a lot of information about the left hook because I did maintenance on it. So when I throw it, I understand what I'm trying to do. I like the origin of martial arts on the internet, and they say basically every race has their own style from striking to grappling. But the technology part of it, I want too. Okay, the technical part of it, of the arts, Toasty Floasty, you know how I get when I start smoking my weed, I start spitting out them physics. When you put weed and coffee together with me, you're gonna get facts, baby. That's what you get. Whenever you take some Mary Jane and you put it next to a coffee bean and then you serve it to light burley, you're gonna get nothing but the truth. You're gonna get this work. You're gonna get this work. Because there's too much delusion going on with martial arts. People are actually acting like the martial art works itself. Like just because you did it, it's supposed to work because you did it. No, it works because of the maintenance of what you did, the work you put in. I'm sick of people talking about they've been training 10 years. They telling me I've been training this art for 10 years. Well, how many days have you been training? Tuesday and Friday. Well, then you ain't been training for 10 years. Do the math. You may got 6 months together out that whole 10 years. Training 10 years, it's like me saying I've been putting on my pants for the last 10 years. That is a fact. That is a fact. Every day for the last 10 years, I've been putting on my pants, not just Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So if I just put on my pants for Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I can't actually claim that I've been putting on my pants for 10 years. Period. Period. I bodied the black belt when I was orange. Yeah, because belts don't dictate the skill of the fighter. Level belts came in with the monetization of martial arts. That's why they made belts, people. They made belts for the monetization of martial arts. Because when you ain't monetizing martial arts, you don't need no bells and no certificates to say what level you at. Because it's almost impossible to know what level you at. Only you know the level you at. No teacher can say, yeah, you've been doing this technique right. You're a black belt. That's a lie. That's called, he's trying to get money. He wants you to pay for that belt. No person can tell you in your life where you're at. Only you know where you're at in life. That's how this thing works. No one can tell me at what level of martial arts I'm at. That's right, just to hold up your pants. All of that certificates and all of that stuff that goes in with martial arts is not the warrior way. That is the monetization of martial arts. That's why belts and certificates came in up in there. You're gonna know where you at in skill wise by your victories from your fights. If you got 12 fights and you lost all 12, then we can pretty much say your skill level hasn't reached where it needs to be. If you fought 16 fights and you won all 16 of them, we can say by the outcomes of your fight that your skill level has risen. Not because I gave you a black belt. Because I've seen many black belts get beat up. No belt or certificate that you wrap around your waist can tell you how good you are. You know what's going to tell you how good you are? Your maintenance of the martial art will dictate how good you are. Son, London checking in the building. We got London in the building. We are growing over here, people. We are growing internationally. We're getting into more houses, and we're getting the word out more about the delusions of men in martial arts. Most men think they can fight just because they can get mad. I'm going to say it again if you ain't catch that. Most men think they know how to fight just because they can get an attitude. Not knowing anger plays no real part in fighting. All the greatest fighters to tell you, get rid of the anger. Get rid of that anger. Donnell Robinson, is that North Carolina? That's what the NC's for? North Kakalaki. North Kakalaki is up in here. Uh-oh, it's the G-Man, baby. We got the G-Man up in here. I'm telling you, this thing is packed with all family members. It's up in the room. Share this video. Let's get some strangers up in here so they can get this message too, so they can get this work. Because I'm really looking for someone to try to come up here and debate me on this point. But I know none of my smart people up in here ain't doing that because they know I'm spitting all facts. Men are delusional when it comes to fighting. Just because your nuts hang and you get an attitude don't mean you know how to fight. Sorry. Just because you're a man, nature hasn't blessed you with the ability to know how to fight. You have to go out here and get that work like the rest of us. And then after you get the work, you have to do the work. Did I just say that? Did I just say that and let the cat out the bag? Did I just say that and let the cat out the bag? That after you get the work, you're not finished. Now starts the process of you doing the work after somebody giving you that work. See, that's what I'm doing. I'm giving you that work right now. Now, the next job for you is to go put in that work off of this work I'm giving you. And I ain't going to let nobody in my chat or anybody that follow Burley get caught up in the Kung Fu fight fantasy because it's big and it will gobble you up. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. It will gobble you up. Real number 19, salute. It will gobble you up. The fight fantasy machine is way bigger than the reality fight machine. That fight fantasy is big, people. You know, you got people wanting to do things that they're not willing to put in the work to actually pull off. Kinetic, what is the main martial art you practice? The main. If I could put the main one, it would have to be boxing and wrestling. I gotta have two. Kicking, I'm good at kicking, but I'm not the, I'm not a kicker's kicker. But I can put some kicks in the air. To add to that point, just because you know how to fight doesn't mean you can't catch that work either. Facts. Because let me tell you, this is why I'm letting the cat out the bag. Let me tell y'all something about the martial experience. It's a lifetime experience. It never stops. Till the day you die, you'll be working on this. Till the day you die, you'll be working on this. There is no level up to the point where it's like, I'm good. I got here. I'm at the top of the mountain. I've reached the summit. That's for people who climb mountains. So people who climb mountains, they can get to the top. Yay, we at the top. We've summit. We've reached the summit. But in the game of martial arts, there's no such thing. No such thing. It's forever, ever. Ever, 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 ever. You never off the path. My teacher used to have a saying, the research is ongoing. And what he meant by that is the research of fighting never stops because you're constantly evolving as a God having a human experience. So how could it ever stop? Because evolution won't stop. Boxing hardens the body more than any other art. I think boxing is a great base for any art. Yes, it is. I'm going to tell you why. Because boxing helps you to understand these. I've always said, if you were in the dark hallway and they turned off all of the lights, how would you get down the hallway? Like this. Your hands in front of you. So what I'm saying is these should be the first things you master. To me, is mastering the art of punching and striking in open space. Then wrestling, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to grapple. And then you can throw some kicking on there. But me, I believe punching is the major martial art because it is the one art that even though it's not natural, there's a natural proclivity to it. And what I mean by is your hands weren't made for punching. Yes, we have figured that out. But when you punch, you're standing up, 2 feet on the ground, a man between heaven and earth. When you kick, you have to go to one leg. Humans are not one-leg creatures. We are 2-leg creatures, making kicking more unnatural. When you go to the ground and wrestle, we are men that stand up. We don't lay down our whole life. So grappling and wrestling on the ground is still kind of unnatural. The most natural fight that we know that keeps us as men between heaven and earth is fist fighting. Mars mathematics. So this is why I believe fist fighting to be the major art, to be the go-to. You never stop learning. No, you can't. The way your supercomputer works, it doesn't want to. And if you don't put good stuff in there, it'll learn negative stuff. But it's going to keep learning. It's going to keep learning. And it'll grab whatever it can take on to. It'll latch on to whatever it can. Beverly Rose in the building. Beverly Rose in the building. Another student of the Izzard. And it's going and it's making a way for female boxers. We need more female boxers out there. We need more than Clarissa. We need more than Clarissa. I love her. And we know we got more out there, but we need more out there making a name for themselves and stepping in that and getting in there and showing the art. Because that maintenance, the maintenance of the art is you spending time with yourself. That's the big thing, the martial arts. I think that's the big thing we missing here. I think that's the big thing we missing here, is that when you studying your arts, you're studying yourself. She said, "Oh Lord, this stuff is kicking right now. I just got a new brand. It's kicking like kung fu. It's in my lungs, kicking like kung fu. Deep Locket. Beverly Rose said, one of these days, I hope to compete and show off the beauty of 52. Need more defensive female boxers. Boom. Yes, we do. IP said, yo, I'm late. I got my coffee and that. Well, then you on time. You ain't late. You ain't late. If you got all the essentials, you ain't late. You right on time. You right on time. Kinetic. Wing Chun is important in boxing. It definitely can be. Michael Celeste said, Tai Chi Burley said, time to go to the edibles. Them edibles are strong. Them edibles too strong for me. Every time I take an edible, I go to sleep. Sleep. If I took an edible, there would be no coffee in edibles. Because the minute I ate that edible, I'll be going to sleep right on camera. Just sleeping right in front of you, not saying nothing. He said, man, we done tuned in to watch like Burley sleep. This is bullshit. Them edibles are strong. They that's serious business there. My system ain't ready for no edibles. He said edibles have me paranoid. Yeah, them edibles are strong. Do you know when you eat an edible, it turns stronger than smoking weed? It turns into oxy. It's some name. It turns into some name, oxy something, and then it hits your brain stronger. You know what I'm saying? You're paralyzed. You're paralyzed up in here. He said, if you watch it, you'll be paralyzed. But if edibles work, go for it. But the whole point is, like I said, the maintenance of the martial art is being with yourself. The maintenance is the meditation. See, as I've said before, and I'm going to say it again, you have no haters but yourself. Your biggest hater is you. Now, there are people that want to trip you up in life, but their hate is not of you. Their hate comes from them. And they're just mad at what you're doing and how successful you are at doing what you're doing. Yeah, I got to get Wilson Piss and Roberto up in here. That's a fact. That's going to happen. But the real hater is you. You're the real hater. You're the reason why you do 10 sets and then your body said, you good. Just chill on the couch. This is why people need coaches and stuff, because they're not willing to push yourself further than you have, because you have a mechanism inside of you that won't allow you to really push yourself to the zenith, to that extra mile. So you need someone else to do it who's not feeling your pain. They can push you like, come on, give me another 100. And you're like, I don't think I got another 100 in me. Give me another 100. And then all of a sudden you find that 100 in you because it's there. It's just your hate inside of yourself. That safety mechanism, which is the hater, won't allow you to unlock that part of yourself. Some people can do it. Some people can power through their own hate and unlock it. Some of us need to be coached through it. He said, Sifu Izzy responded to your advice from the last Coffee and Mary Jane. Facts. Like some people can do it themselves, but most of us need to be coached through it and pushed, because you are your own hater. You are the one that's keeping you in your comfortable zone. You are keeping yourself in your comfortable zone. No one's holding you there, but since it's so comfortable, you don't want to step outside of it. That's hate, baby. That's your self-hate. Because if you realize the God that you are, you know, this not too much outside your reach. That's the reason why people get depressed, people. They're hating on themselves. Because once again, if you knew you were the God that you are, you wouldn't do that. I guarantee it. If we truly appreciated and respected the experience we're living as being alive in the liquid world, you wouldn't have that stress. And you wouldn't be not doing the maintenance. You wouldn't let comfortable, because guess what? There is no such thing as comfortability, people. It's made up. Name a time where you're ever comfortable. I'll wait. You comfortable right now? Because I'm not. I'm uncomfortable. And that's why I'm kicking these facts to you. Because it's time to get uncomfortable. It's time to deal with a lot of issues that we feel to be uncomfortable. We don't want to talk about. We want to sweep under the rug. We don't want to engage that conversation because it's uncomfortable. How many times you heard that? Oh man, this place is making me uncomfortable. I want to leave. That's the hater in you. What you should be saying is, this place is making me uncomfortable. I'm staying up in here. I'm in here, right here, right here. I'm in here because I'm uncomfortable. Because guess what? There is no such thing. Comfortability doesn't exist. Life doesn't believe in comfortability. Life don't believe in no comfortability. Because if you're comfortable, you're probably not moving forward. See, it's when you're uncomfortable that you keep moving forward. Uncomfortability is the engine of going forward, not backwards. See, why you think they said comfortability breeds contempt? Because it's not real. That's why it breeds contempt. It's not a real thing. You can't be comfortable. You can't. That's why we take showers every day. Why you take a shower? Because you're uncomfortably dirty. Because if you were comfortable with dirt, you wouldn't take no showers. You'd walk around stinking, and nobody wouldn't be around you because you tank. Because you tank. See, that man over there, tank. See, when somebody, see, there's a difference between stank and tank. Stank we can deal with, but when you tank, oh, we can't deal with that. I'm prepared to punch you in your mouth. I'm ready to left hook you to sleep. You up here tanking it up. That's because you're comfortable with not taking showers. You're comfortable with being dirty. But dirty makes you uncomfortable, right? Like when you ain't showering 3 days, feeling sticky. You can't really be yourself. Can't move with your lady. How you gonna not take a shower for 3 days, then your lady want to give you some fellatio? She want to give you that crazy top, but you smelling like sweat and corn chips. You smelling like corn chips and onion dip because you ain't take a shower in 3 days because you're comfortable being dirty. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, people. The only thing that really exists is uncomfortability. That's life. And life does it for a reason. Because those that are uncomfortable, guess what they do? They make moves. They make moves. When animals are uncomfortable, they move. I was just watching some joint with the foxes. Fox mother had little fox babies. Something that can kill the foxes was getting close. She got uncomfortable and she moved the den. She grabbed all her little ones and said, "This den is done. We blowing this joint. It's uncomfortable over here. I stay over here, they're going to come kill my babies." Got all types of predators coming close to the den. The mother fox got uncomfortable and left. See what uncomfortability does? See, comfortability ain't going to do that for you. Comfortability the fakeness of comfortability is going to tell you, you good. You ain't got to grow no more. You ain't got to work out today. You did it yesterday. Why today? See, that's comfortability. Comfortability is stagnation, people. Comfortability is stunting your growth, people. That's what comfortability does. It stunts your growth. So throw it away. Stop trying to be comfortable and try to be uncomfortable. And guess what you're going to do with that? You're going to grow. Because everything that's uncomfortable grows. You ever heard of growing pains? Growing pains? Do you remember before you got your last set of teeth, how you was losing teeth? Your teeth would get all wiggly and you got to pull it out and rip it out your mouth. The uncomfortability of ripping the tooth out your mouth. But you know why you had to do that? Because your real set was coming. The real set of teeth was coming. Angela Walls. You know what I'm saying? That's the uncomfortability. Uncomfortability breeds growth, growing pains. Izzy said, "I played Predator today, coach. You right. You right. If the dude I did my snatch and dash on today was uncomfortable, he would be smoking what I'm smoking right now." That's right. That's right. That's right. I'm not comfortable with smoking trash. So the uncomfortability of smoking trash makes me look for the raw, makes me look for the good, makes me look for that stuff that goes down in my lungs and hugs my lungs. Like the good weed goes down there and hugs your lungs. Like, "Hey, fella, missed you." That's what the good weed do. The bad weed go down there just knocking stuff over. The bad weed is like a person that walks into your house just kicking things over. Angelo Walls, how do you break the habit of comfort with uncomfortability? The first step of breaking the habit of comfort, well, the first step of breaking the habit of comfort is first acknowledging that it doesn't exist. First thing you must acknowledge is that comfort doesn't exist. There is no such thing as comfortable. When have you ever been comfortable? And if it is, it's a millisecond feeling. It's a feeling because life gives you something new right after you get it. More money, more problems. You would think that after you get the bag, you should be comfortable, right? Wrong, wrong, wrong. Go on to get the bag and see how comfortable you are. You're uncomfortable with the bag because now they want your bag. You got to keep the bag. I keep trying to tell people getting money is easy. The maintenance of keeping money, now that's the thing. Now that's the trick. That's the trick. You can be rich for 6 months. I'm rich for 20 years. That's the trick. Because I was uncomfortable. I never got comfortable with the fact that I made $1 million. People that get comfortable with the fact, like I made $1 million, I'm good. Then they blow through that $1 million. But the uncomfortable hustlers, they get to $1 million and be like, man, this $1 million ain't enough. I'm gonna get me 2 million. And then they get 3 million and they sitting there with 3 million. And guess what the uncomfortable hustler does again? This 3 million ain't enough. I'm trying to get 8 million, then 16 million, and on and on. That's what uncomfortability does. Heavy Andy, hey, what's up? Where can I buy a Wing Chun dummy so I can begin and learning Wing Chun? You can get a Wing Chun dummy. They sell them all over. They even got a Wing Chun dummy now that you can wrap around the heavy bag. It comes with straps. It comes with the arm and the 2 legs at the bottom. You wrap it around the heavy bag, and you can get your Wing Chun work done on the heavy bag, which I think is very dope. The movable Wing Chun dummy, I love that. But yeah, you can get a Wing Chun dummy anywhere. They all over the place. Wayne Edwards said, Chris Rock said, rich is something you can lose with a crazy summer and the drug habit. Boom! Yes, you can. You blow right through it. Listen, Mike Tyson went through 365 million people. I'm going to say it again. Mike Tyson blew through 365 million. I get comfortable mainly when I smoke weed. Okay, then you got to switch that up. You got to switch that up. Weed ain't about comfortability. This weed we smoke ain't for comfortability. It's to find the uncomfortability. See, because when I smoke a joint, I start thinking about, damn, I can probably throw that left hook a little higher. Like sometimes when I throw my left hook, my face is exposed. I need to go. See, that's my uncomfortability when I'm smoking, is that I start looking at things that you would assume that is good and start looking at it through the eye of uncomfortability. Like that left hook could be better. It's good, but I can get more power on that baby. Uncomfortability is the way. Because guess what uncomfortability breeds? Maintenance. Uncomfortability will breed the maintenance you need to make your art high level. Where in New York can I physically buy the wooden dummy? They got Kung Fu. They got in Chinatown, Lower East Side, Manhattan, in Chinatown. There's a lot of stores that down there that you can buy the Wing Chun dummy from. Move with willpower. You can make your own Wing Chun. It's in principle. A lot of these art forms are just principle. Fact. Talk about it. That's one thing I don't want. I think we tend to forget is that men made up these martial arts. They didn't fall out the sky. The universe didn't give us Wing Chun. It didn't give us boxing. Men made these things up. So guess what? If a man made up boxing, you can make up your own art too, as long as it fits principles. The making up of an art ain't hard if it fits the principle. If you got the mind to connect it to the principle. You can very well do that. Because men have done it. Boxing, made up. Kickboxing, made up. Muay Thai, made up. These arts didn't fall out the sky. So if a man made up these arts, why can't you? You a man. You a God. You a God having the human experience. Why you can't do it? Wayne Evers, what's good to use for a bully ball, a burly ball? A piece of wood, any wood that can raise your heel off the ground about 4 to 5 inches in the stable, you can use that. Because what you need to do is have your heel up. King T, would it be, fam? Salute, flam. King T is in the building. Yo, LB, I slapped box yesterday, but I put the boxing body torque principles behind it. Fuck, dude. You messed them up. You messed them up real good, Mars. Did you mess them up real good? That's right. That's right. That's right. Tell him Burley sent you. Mess them up real good with that torque. With that torque. See, do we understand torque? Because if you understand torque, everybody hits hard. Not just Deontay Wilder. Now, yes, there are some of us that are blessed with heavier hands. This is fact. But if you use in true body economy and economics, everybody can hit hard. Everybody. How can I improve my footwork? You got to take my footwork class. You got to get on that online course, man. Roger W. I recommend boxing like Champs Value 1 and 2 by Mark Hitmaker. Go good with it. Like salute to Mark Hatmaker. I said Hitmaker, Hatmaker. No movement is new. We all have the same lens. Guru Santos said it. If it doesn't exist, make it up. Boom. If it doesn't exist, make it up. Do you think jet planes? Do you think nature had any thought that we would make jet planes? No. We couldn't fly like the birds, so we made it up. We made up a jet plane. That's the power of the gods. Deep Lockett. Can't miss my, yeah, that's right. Eye of the tiger. That's right. We decided we wanted to fly like the birds, so we made up airplanes. Tommy Hearns, the boss. How much is the online class for the footwork? I got one that's $15 a month, and I have one that's $20 a month, which I think is very affordable. You can't get it no cheaper. You the first master to roll a blunt while fighting. That's right. Give me my props. Give me my credit. Give me my flowers now. We rolling weed and we scrapping. Thank you. Bonet Runners. Thank you. Randy Man. What's going on, Randy Man? Randy Man say what he want to say. What's going on, Randy Man? That's my family, though. He say whatever he want to say. That's my family. Agility ladders helps. Yes, they are. As far as like objects to use for your footwork, jump rope, agility ladders, shapes, square shapes, circle shapes. You sick in the keys? How you gonna be sick in the keys, Randy? The keys is off the hook. I went to the lower keys. I loved it. Popped a salivary gland. Uh-oh. That don't sound too good. Oh, we got everybody send Randy Man some power. Everybody in the chat send Randy Man some healing energy because he's family. Yeah, I love the keys, man. I went to that first key. I heard the third key is the way you want to be at. I was at the first one, and I love the keys. And let me tell you, my first time at the keys with a toy fishing ride, I caught a big giant catfish. Yo, the catfish was like this big. Only in the keys. And I seen dolphins. I was in the keys. I seen a school of dolphins. The keys is dope. The keys is dope. When I get my money right again, I'm going back and I'm going to all of the keys. I'm be staying there. Key West is the bomb. See, that's the one I ain't make it to, Randy. That's where you at, right? You in the Key West? I got to get the Key West, people. The keys is dope. The keys is dope, man. The colors of the building, I enjoyed the whole thing. I'm getting sidetracked because I want to go back to the keys. Oh, you in North? If Bruce Lee was around, yes, he would love 52. He would be down. I guarantee Bruce Lee would probably be on my online course because that's what type of man Bruce was. Bruce didn't care who you was. If he could learn something from you, he was down. You'll get me. Randy, man, I'm with you. Just you set it up and I'll knock it out the park. Dino Robinson, Terrence Crawford, or Sean Parker. Terrence Crawford with the knockout, technical knockout. You heard it right here. I saw Porter train with his pops, and that 1-2 feet movement is going to give Crawford an easy fight with the time I got Crawford with the knock. Yeah, I got Crawford, technical knockout. You in the middle keys? Oh, okay. What are the most useful blocks? All of the blocks are useful. This is how, yes, Roger W. This is how you understand what blocks are useful. And this is how I break it down with me. With me, there's only a couple of ways. There's only two ways to punch. Round or straight. Nobody can zigzag punch and hit you. There are no zigzag punches. There's only two ways to strike with the fist: round or straight. So you need to use the blocks that fits the person in front of you. If the person in front of you is throwing nothing but round shots at you, you close the door. If they doing anything but straight shots, you skull and bones them. You use the blocks that work best against straight punches or round punches, because there's only two ways to do it. It's no zigzag punches. It's either straight or round. The uppercut is a round punch. The overhand is a round punch. The hook is a round punch. The jab is a straight punch. The straight punch is a straight punch. Is cover the bullet? Yes, good for straight. Like, cover the bullet is meant to be done with your hands up. So I got my hands up. He throw a little jab at me, I catch it. He throw the right hand, I catch it. Right here, bang, bang. Just leave my elbow in the way of his shot. So yes. Just like the triangle trade is good for consecutive straight line shots. So if he bang, 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 you go bang, bang, bang. But now if he's throwing a hook while you're triangle training, guess what's happened? Look, he catches you because the triangle trade leaves you open for round attacks, but the closed door doesn't. And there's other blocks that help you with round attacks. But that's what you want to use. See, when you learning the style of 52, you do not need to use every block in the fight. You only may need one block. If a guy's a good jabber and straight puncher, I'm just doing skull and bones because I'm trying to hit him too. I'm trying to make him sleep. So I don't need to cycle through the whole system for him. And you shouldn't have to. You select the block that meets your opponent. Because people are only going to be straight punches or round punches. And every now and then you'll meet a combination of both. And if you do, you use a combination of blocks. Do you step with every punch? No, you don't have to. It's good. It's good because it helps you move yourself from the place that you launch your attack from. So in that manner, it's good to punch and step with every punch because you're moving off from the last place where you just do the strike. What has more power for you, straight or well? It's been scientifically proven that round punches do more damage. There's no easy way. Your body and attributes are different. What works for me may not work for you. Train to see what fits. Facts. I got to kill a liver shot. Oh, I love the liver, baby. You know, when I hit somebody in the liver, I make their upper lip quiver. I'm going to say it again. When I hit you in the liver, I'll make your upper lip quiver. Bobby Fitzsimmons, that's right, the creator of the solar plex punch, which went on to be known as the left hook. Salute to Bobby Fitzsimmons. That's right, look that up. And I forgot who Bobby Fitzsimmons got it from, but he's the one credited with it. Yes, indeed. Talk to me, people. We got some time. Talk to me. What we got? Hit me with round punches are devastating, but straight punches are more accurate and fast. You know, that can be debated. One thing about a straight punch that we all know through math and physics and science that it is the quickest distance between 2 points. So the quickest path between 2 points is a straight line. That's where straight punches matter so much. But the round punch you don't see. It's the round punches we don't see because they come from outside of our peripheral because we are predators. Our eyes sit on the side. So you can't see what's back here. I can only see what's back here because I'm looking at the camera. You can't see what's under here. You can't see what's over here. That's what makes round punching so dangerous. Chances are you won't see it. When you're dealing with a good round puncher, you won't even see him. You'll just feel him. You'll feel that hook hit you. You probably won't see it coming if he knows what he's doing. But a lot of times you see straight lines coming. But what happens is your brain has been taught to ignore straight lines. That's why you can be hit with straight lines because your brain ignores straight lines. That's right. I'm dropping science for you. Science class, people. Let's go. That's right. That's why when it rains, your brain doesn't focus on every raindrop falling. You'll go crazy. Your brain ignores straight lines. That's why when you're in jail, the bars are straight up. The bars don't wave. If they put wavy bars in front of you, that could be a problem. The bars don't wave. You see jail cell bars, they're straight up and down, straight lines, straight lines. Your brain will ignore them after a while. That's right. We talking the math behind this, people. There is a math to there's a math to this madness. There is a method to this madness. But hooks you will not see. All of your mechanics gotta be in fact intact to be devastating with a straight punch. Yes, yes, yes. Universal mathematics. Yes. Bruce Lee talked about you get more punch from the round strike. The spiral. Spiral energy is the energy that kills. We got to know that. Spiral energy is the energy that kills. So even throwing a straight punch, the way I teach straight punches, your punches are still round. Because what happens? Even when I teach people to throw a straight punch, is this. So guess what? There's still roundness to that. It's still making the circle. And this is what makes the punch cut your face. When someone punches you and their punch turns, this is what causes the rips in your skin. So even throwing straight punches, if you're taught right, they're really not straight. They're not this. They're not just this. It's this. Black Phoenix Mars, that's right. Professor Burley, thank you. I'll take that. The professor is talking. That's right. Spiral energy is the energy that kills. That's why we're all trying to duplicate spiral energy. That's the energy that kills. Guess what bullets do? Guess what? When you throw a football through the air, guess what it does? Spiral energy. No, an uppercut is a round punch. It's round. It's coming up round. Yeah, that's a round punch. Rings on the fingers enhance it. That's right. These are my brass knuckles. Now, to anybody else, it could just be some nice diamond rings. But when I put this when I put this on you, I'm gonna rip you apart. Urel Martinez, can we set tap sparring videos so that we can see? Can we see tap sparring videos so we can see the magic? Tap, what's tap sparring? Alto satisfaction. My bad for being late. What's going on? Nothing. You're never late. If you made it, you're never late. You're here, baby. You're here with us. Yes, physics is more devastating than strength in the facts. Physics is torque. Yo, El, do you use any kung fu punches in your arsenal? Not really. Not really. I don't really think kung fu mastered the punch. They have punches, but I think boxing mastered the art of punch. Tappity tap. Oh, he said, I think he means slap boxing. Oh, yeah, we doing some slap boxing. We doing slap boxing. We do slap boxing, sparring. I got the slap boxing league coming. And we definitely got some sparring videos up if you want to check them out. D Block and my uncle taught me how to punch turn that wrist snap. That's right. You got to snap that wrist. Boxing has the best punches confirmed by and science. Yep. Everybody and science. That's right. Correct. Alto satisfaction. You are correct. Slap 1 is coming. The slap boxing league is coming, baby. We're going to see that. You're going to see the magic effect of 52 because that slap boxing going to bring it out, people. That slap boxing going to do it. JKD hands were based off of boxing. Okay. Listen, if you're going to do boxing, you should. I mean, if you're going to do punching, whatever your art is, it should be based off of boxing. Whatever art that you do and that you add in punching, it should be the punching of boxing that is based off of. Because boxing is the king art when it comes to punching. No other art tops boxing and punching. He said, "Oh, y'all can call me Ryan." All right, Ryan with a B. Yo, coach, what was the circular object you was using in your other videos? It looked like it helps with Wing Chun. With the rattan ring? The rattan ring is actually a Wing Chun training device. Paul Vonak, the killer. Paul Vonak was a madman. You want to talk, but let me tell you something about Paul Vonak. He was actually getting in the bar fights to try to check out his skills. That's a real man right there. That man next level with it. Joe Louis and Jack Dempsey. That's right, because Bruce understood that the best place to understand punching was boxing, not Wing Chun. That Wing Chun punching, that ain't punching. That's why you got to go to boxing. Don't try to learn punching from these other arts because they're not going to do you right. Yeah, Vonak lineage. Vonak was a madman. And what we give Vonak over all of these fake street fighters, he was actually going out there starting fights to try his art. Real fights. He was testing it in real time. So we give nothing, Paul. We give Paul Vonak his flowers. He had a lot of other demons going on, but still, his mind of I'm going to see if this works tops many martial artists of today. Ron the Don. There we go. We'll take that. Ron the Don. Yeah, where can I think any kung fu place sells the rattan ring. Just type in rattan ring, Google it. There's some places should definitely come up. More will to power. Get out of my head. More with willpower. Move with willpower. I'm just messing your name. Move with willpower. Get out of my head. I was just about to say that. The best kicking art to me, Muay Thai. Muay Thai is the best kicking art. If you want to learn how to kick, I think you need to learn Muay Thai. Now, there's a lot of different kicking arts, and I ain't trying to poo-poo on the other ones. I'm just saying, in my professional opinion, it's the top. The top arts to have is boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu or Judo, or some form of wrestling. Collegiate wrestling is good. Sambo is good. Jiu-Jitsu. Survive the second. I like survive. I'll go with that. Do you pivot with every block? No. No, you got to use the pivot correctly. The pivot works with incoming straight line force. Like when you're dealing with a hard straight line B line move, you want to pivot. What's the best store to buy kung fu or martial arts stuff in New York? I can't go to that one, but I do know in Chinatown, in Manhattan, there's many stores. That's why I used to buy all my kung fu equipment. I went right down there to Chinatown. They got kung fu stores, like they got like how they got liquor stores in the ghetto. They got kung fu stores in the Chinese hood, straight like that. You go down to Chinatown, oh you gonna find a kung fu store. I bet that. You can't miss Chinatown, Lower Manhattan, next to the court buildings. So if we can take anything out of this conversation that we had tonight, people, is maintenance and uncomfortability. Uncomfortability fuels the maintenance of the very thing you love. If you love something, be uncomfortable with it. Try not to be comfortable with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, whoever. You can't get comfortable with them. If you allow yourself to get comfortable, you will lose the relationship. I guarantee it. 99.9 times out of 10, out of 100, you're going to lose the relationship if you get comfortable with your partner. You can't never get comfortable. It's just like when your partner has told you all of his stories. You know all of his stories. Every time he tries to tell you the story, it's like him telling it to you again because you're comfortable. He done told you all the stories. If he would have held some back, he probably can tell you a story that's new. And you were like, babe, I didn't even know you did that. He's like, yeah, because I didn't tell you everything. Because then if I did, you get comfortable. You think you know me. Everybody out here trying to know somebody. I'm trying to know my partner. No. The uncomfortability is how you can keep learning your partner because you're uncomfortable with them. You don't just learn your partner for the sake of learning them. Because once you think that your learning comes through comfortability, you will fail. You will fail. Once you believe that learning comes from being comfortable with something, you will fail. True learning comes from being uncomfortable with something. This is why our relationships are failing, people. You want something to be comfortable with. I just want somebody to be comfortable with. I need to be comfortable around you. And not even knowing what you're saying. Because we all know comfortability breeds contempt. So if you're saying you're comfortable with somebody, you're saying that eventually I want to be contempt. I want to have contempt for you. Heavy Andy said, can 52 blocks be used in boxing? I saw Jazab Judy using against Floyd in that fight, the second half of the fight when he started to give up. Yes, because to know if 52 can be used with another art is to first understand what 52 blocks is. 52 blocks is the art of self-preservation. It's the only art that looks at how not to be hit. So you have to ask yourself, is the attribute of not being hit relevant in fighting? And if it is, then you can say yes, 52 can be relevant anywhere. What blocks was Zab Judah using? It looked like he was using double guard. Hold on, let me zone back to what he was doing. It looked like he was using the double guard. I would have to go back and look at it again, but I do believe it was double guard. Ron the Don said, hey, how long did it take you to know 52? I box jailhouse rock stance and it's effective for me. I just don't know them all yet. I'm still learning. Like, I think that's the part of the maintenance thing I was talking about is that I can't even say that I've learned 52 blocks because I'm still in the process of learning. I haven't reached where I've learned because that would be saying I've learned it. I got it. And I don't. And I think the process of me learning 52 is cradle to the grave. Both sides got to be willing to grow their own life, and it's always interesting and fresh. I create lines, but how do you grow your own life? That goes to another question through uncomfortability. Sifu Burley and Sifu Volnat are similar in a lot of their approach. I think is why I'm so comfortable drawing off of Sifu Burley. Thank you, Mr. Tusi Floof. Thank you, sir. Thank you, family. To be put in the light of Paul Volnak, one of the greatest, is a compliment and a half. Because if anybody don't know who Volnak was, you don't know martial arts. Paul Volnak is important to martial arts just as much as Bruce Lee. It's just we just somehow give Bruce Lee a lot more credit than others. But there are others that were very major in the development of understanding martial arts for us real fighters. And Paul Volnak is one of them, at least for me. Yeah, Dink the professor said, yeah, Zab was using the double guard. Thank you. Thank you, Dink. The professor is in here. Yeah, leave rear closed doors if he's swinging them haymakers at you. 52 has no limits, no, because it's defense. Ron the Don said, mad respect, G, I like that. It's always a learning process to the end. Fact. Anybody that tells you I got boxing, they're lying to you. And I've run into a lot of people like, I know boxing. And I'm like, that's strange because I don't. And I've been at it for like 15 to 20 years now. So you telling me in your little time you know boxing? And I guess I'm an idiot because I'm still learning. Yeah, Diallo Frazier, my family. If you speak to Diallo Frazier, tell him Light Burley love him. That's my block brother. I love him. I'm tired of people talking about like I got that art. How you got that art? You must be a mutant. What is the L guard? It's just another name for the double guard. People will call it the L guard, but to us is the double guard. Double guard. But he was more fluent into it. Hold on one second. I wish I had my phone with me on me. I'd pull it up right now so I can give y'all the true facts of what he was doing, but I ain't got my phones with me. But on the next Coffee and Mary Jane, I'm gonna have that information. I'm gonna go look at that fight. I'm gonna have that information for you. I'm gonna go look at the Zab Judah fight to break down exactly what Zab was doing according to what I do. And I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret, people. I'm gonna tell that to y'all. I'm gonna tell this secret to y'all because y'all here on this chat. My management team, one of the dudes on my management team, him and Zab Judah is like this. So the Zab Judah Light Burley interview is coming. It's coming. And I'm gonna ask Zab the right questions. Because people get in front of Zab and they don't be asking the right question. It definitely was confusing Floyd Beverly. It was definitely confusing Floyd. Definitely. Look in his eyes. Look how he's backing away from Zab. Like, what is he doing? Definitely confusing. I think Zab should have busted out from the start of the fight, not when he thought things was going left. See, the mistake that Zab made is that he bust out the 52 after he felt the fight was leaving him. He was supposed to have did that from the jump. Can't wait for the 52 block I won on the trivia question I got right. That's right. That's right. You send me the address, Roger W, right? Because I got an address. I hope that's you. I hope that's you. If not, if that's not you, please resend me your address. I smoke a lot of weed and I'm very forgetful, people. But like I said, for all my people that's here, me and Zab Judah Light Burley interview is on its way. Thank you. We got them 52 blocks gloves at lightburley.com. If you want a set of the 52 block gloves with the 52 block logo, lightburley.com. You emailed me? Okay, do me one more favor. I'm gonna need you to email me again or text it to me. I'm gonna email me again now, so when I go check my Yahoo, I can see it because I get so many Yahoo messages. I may not have seen it. So email it to me again now. So when I go after this live, I'm gonna go check my Yahoo and make sure I got you and you good money. Because like I said, I smoke a lot of weed, people. Don't think that I'm forgetting about you or making promises that I won't keep. I'm keeping all my promises, but I will keep it real and raw with you. Weed kills your short-term memory. And I'll be forgetting. I ain't going to even sit here and hold y'all. I straight be forgetting because I smoke tons of weed. I'm telling you, smoke a lot of weed. This is not a game. I am truly Buddha Blunt. This is not something I'm fronting for the camera. I've been doing this 20 years. I don't think I've missed a day of smoking in like 20 years, except for the days I got locked up and I was sick. Other than that, I was smoking. So I'm smoking. I ain't joking. Let me say that again. Y'all see me just put one out and I got another joint on the side. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm smoking. I ain't joking. I saw a guy who said he knows boxing and slap boxing and got washed. The other man was using 52 block. I couldn't believe what I saw. It was crazy. Yep. Sometimes you smoke and time travel 20 minutes into the future. Facts. Facts. Augustus confused Floyd with a 52 breakdance movement that was his toughest fight. And if you look at Augustus, he been doing that. He ain't just do that for Floyd. He been fighting like that. He said, I lost my short-term memory a long time ago. Good one. Good one. Michael Phoenix, good one. Good one. Me and you both. I lost that short term a long time ago. My short term is gone. You know what I'm saying? My short-term memory is long gone, people. So I must be reminded, but I'm not just talking out my butt cheeks. If I said I'm going to do something, if I'm going to mail you something, if I didn't do it, just remind me and I'm going to get on it if I didn't get it done yet. That's all I'm saying. Because I'm smoking that Mary Jane. We're hit with a 52 point. I think she would be confused. I think she would have a harder way to go if Clarissa Shields fought a true defensive fighter. Most of the people she fighting had no defense. I think the best one that had defense, what was her name? Hannah Gabriel with that footwork. I think that's what it. Her footwork had Clarissa twisted. Clarissa kind of figured it out, but she was confused. But now, if Hannah really had that and could keep it up at a high level, she would have had. She may have took the victory. She may have got that victory. Mars Mathematics said LB is definitely a man of his word. I promise you. Thank you, family. Let them know. Let them know. I'm not just talking out my butt cheeks here. I don't just talk from the butt cheeks. I'm keeping it 100 with you. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm getting it done. Hannah Gabriel, mad sexy. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. I'd smash Hannah. I'd smash Hannah. I ain't gonna lie. I may have a problem. I may have a problem smashing what's the name? I may have a problem smashing Clarissa. I may have a problem smashing Clarissa. I ain't trying to knock Clarissa respectfully. 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 But Clarissa got a nice little shape on it though. You know what I'm saying? You know, as men, we'll take a little shape over the face. I'll take a shape over the face, but I won't take a face over the shape. Bars. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll take some shape over a face, but I ain't taking a face over a shape. But Clarissa's a tough one. Leela Ali, what? I smashed Leela right now. Leela can still get it. Leela can still get the D right now. Right now. Layla, I'm saying Leela. Layla can still get it. Hannah got no A. Word? Hannah ain't got no ace? Then I'll take Clarissa. I'll take Clarissa. Give me them Clarissa cakes. Hannah ain't got no ace. I ain't see all of that. I ain't see Hannah. I see she looked nice. But then I'll take Clarissa then. Give me T-Rex. She looking like a straight T-Rex. Give me T-Rex. Give me the T-Rex. Because T-Rex got a fatty on her. I don't care what you say. T-Rex got a fatty. That's why you think she got all of that power. Why you think T-Rex be hitting her with all that power? Because power comes from the butt cheeks, people, the gluteus maximus muscle. It's called the gluteus maximus. Tusi Flusy said, Hannah, not true. Hannah caked out? I don't even know because I ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? The gluteus maximus muscle is where you get the power. Look at Mike Tyson. No homo, but Mike Tyson, look at his shape underneath his waist. That's why he was knocking everything up. Clarissa Shields, too. She got them cakes. That's why she hit with power. Every now and then you get one of those strange people that ain't got no cakes, but they got power like a Thomas Hearns. Thomas the Hitman Hearns ain't had no lower half, but he was hitting everybody and knocking them down. That's strange. That's an anomaly. That's an anomaly. Deontay Wilder, another anomaly. Most people that got power have a bigger lower half than their upper half. But every now and then you get them strange ones. Hannah caked up too. Like I said, I ain't see. I thought Hannah was caked up. I see the hips. I thought she had little cakes on her, but I got to check Hannah. But I know Clarissa Shield got them cakes. She got them cakes. And I think she married. So somebody smashing them T-Rex cakes. Somebody put a ring on them cakes. Yeah, Tony Hitman Hearns, them. It's the same with Deontay Wilder. Them long limbs. You get those people that got them long limbs power, that lanky power. That's what we call it, lanky power. They got them lanky limbs, but they got power. Those people are dangerous because it's hard to see the power they have until they touch you with one of them door slammers and knock you down. That's right. The glutes hold the power. I'm telling you, the gluteus maximus muscle. I know what I'm talking about here, people. Hassan Jones, salute. Heavy Andy, coach, someone ever tell you like you look all the time? All the time I get the Red Man thing. I get the Red Man, I get Luda, but more than anybody, I get Red Man. I reached out to him. I slid into his DMs. That's right, folks. I slid into Red Man's DMs. I slid right up in there and I said, hey, Red Man, a lot of people tell me and you look alike. So if you ever need a stunt double for one of your videos, holla at your boy. That's right. I slid right up in Red Man's DMs. Because everybody keep telling me I look like Red Man. Me and Red Man need to get together and do something. And if you know anything about Red Man is an avid boxer. So much that he made all of his kids learn boxing. And they know how to do it. Even the girl was up there like pang, 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 pang. Have you seen Red Man's children? Red Man's children are off the chart. And Red Man loves boxing. So somebody please reach out to Red Man and tell him that he has a doppelganger, a doppelganger. Or maybe he's my doppelganger. I don't know who's doppelganger, but we need to get together. One video, someone said he looks like Red Man. Every day, tell him, Ding, every day I'm getting that. Every day I'm getting that Red Man thing. That's why Red need to reach out to me. Red need to stop playing, reach out to the kid. Because I slid in his DMs and I told him, you got a doppelganger. Let's get this money. I can be your throw off. You do a show, I come out the side door so all of the girls chase me and you get away, Red Man. That's how that can work. You can have all of the girls chasing me because they're gonna think I'm you going out the side door when you really going out the back door. Somebody let Red Man know about this. Talking them facts right now. Red Man is an avid boxer. Look this man up. This man boxes all the time. I think he got a gym in his crib. And he said all of his kids had to learn. He ain't even give them a choice. He said, if you my kids, you gonna know how to throw them hands, the girl included. Yeah, so me and Red Man vibing on the same level. We vibing. And I rap. That's right. I'm not as successful as Red Man, but I know how to kick some bars. I got some bars. I signed the Razor Sharp Sony. I was signed to Wu-Tang. I got them bars too. So me and Red Man, life looking pretty similar, except the fact that he's balling and I'm not. But other than that, our lives are kind of similar. You should give game to the upcoming rappers about deals. Facts. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to make that one of my Coffee and Mary Janes. I'm going to talk about the contract I signed and the pitfalls and the things you got to stay away from in that music game and the mistakes I made. Great topic, Mars Mathematics. You look like this dude, Charles, I used to valet park with. We used to blaze at work. Then I know Charles is cut from the same cloth. That's right. Because I stayed blazing. The little 2 jobs I had, I blazed. I was smoking. I worked in the club one time, Club 151, one of my few legal jobs I had, and I was stealing liquor from them. But anyway, I'm in the produce freezer, blowing weed on the cabbage and stuff. And the owners open the door and catch me like this with the joint in my hand. Lucky they love me, they let me keep my job, but I stayed burning. I'm trying to tell you, I'm smoking. I ain't joking. I'm straight smoking. This is real life to me. Talk to me, people. Who we got? We coming to the end of our live. If you got any questions, shoot them at me. He said, you and Red cheating Chong will hit crazy dimensions of creativity. What? Me and Red Man need to do a song. I know he's a good rap, way better rapper than me, but I think I can help. I can hold my own with Red. I got some metaphors. Telling you, I got the metaphors. I'm skilled with that pen, people. Before I was a scrapper, I was a rapper. Bars. I think she could if she had an open mind. I think Shields could. I would just make her a lot more defensive. I think 52 with her to Shields would also be understanding more footwork. You know, like she understands footwork, but not the inner teachings of it. I think I could help there. I think 52 could help there with her. That's right. We got them bars. Dope like poppy seed. Bars. Uh-oh, the metaphors are coming. Let me hear y'all metaphors. Who got some metaphors like that? Who got metaphors? Who got metaphors? I'm dope like fentanyl. I'm doper than fentanyl. That's right. See, I do this easy. We do this easy. Edgar Melendez, what's good? Coach, do you talk to at-risk youth? Is no more OGs and fathers with all the kids going crazy. Hold on. CIP HBUDD just hit us with the $5 on the super chisat. Salute. Appreciate you, brethren. Appreciate you, brother. When you, as I say, men put their money where their mouth is. Press one. Real men put their money where their mouth is. Press one. That's what I see when I get a donation. When I get a donation, I see that as a real man putting his money where his mouth is, and that's what men do. Press one. Talk about it. Talk about it. You ain't a man until you put your money where your mouth is. And if your money and your mouth don't align together, you're no man. You're a scam. Been watching you for years. Thank you, brother. Thank you. What if she faced a 52 practitioner? Do you think she would figure it out like she did Hannah Gabriel? Depending on the skill of the 52 practitioner and their offense, I think not, because she's too offensive minded. Like Clarissa Shields thinks too offensive minded, and the problem with a person who thinks too offensive minded, they're not giving mind to when they get hit or when they are on their back heels. So a person who's offensive minded always sees themselves as winning the fight. Someone that's defensive minded always sees themselves as possibly losing the fight. So they practice defense. See, this is the arrogance of offense. We got to understand that being offensively minded comes with an arrogance. Example, Deontay Wilder. Once he found out that his right hand could slay dragons, he stopped doing all of the things that I loved about Deontay Wilder. When I first seen him, he was a black Spider-Man in there. He was a big man fighting like a welterweight. He was in there bouncing around and moving. He was shooting that jab. Remember when Deontay Wilder used to depend on his jab? He threw that all away once he figured out he can knock people out with his right hand. That is the arrogance of offense. Hassan Jones, glad to see you in Hidden Colors 5. Was geek. Salute. I was geek too. Salute to the brother. Salute to the brother. Salute to the brother that had me up in there. Salute to the man himself. Oh, and let me answer that question. Do I talk to at-risk kids? Yes, I did. I did a talk in California. I spoke to a group of kids. They were in like a halfway house. Like if they didn't figure it out, they went to jail. If they did, they was allowed to go home. I spoke there. So I'm with that smoke. My dream is to get me a group home where I want the knuckleheads, man. I want the knuckleheads. I want the chain snatching, dope dealing, seeing their parents use drugs, sell drugs, kill somebody, at risk kids. I want them. I want the problems. I want all the smoke. That's what I want. I want all the smoke. Deontay had a jab for what? His jab was what? Deontay's jab at one point was like someone throwing a javelin at your face. Lee Morrison, I heard that name. Look at the first Devern fight. Thank you, CIP, HBUDD. Thank you. And look further, go back further. Go back to Deontay Wilder's first professional fight. Pull it up. It's there. Don't just look at the fights we seen today. See, that's the problem with people not doing work. Like, people will always say Mayweather ain't fighting no one. He ain't fight nobody. And then you ask them, well, who did he fight? And they can't name it because they don't know his early fights. Yes, he did fight people. He fought everybody. There were some people that he probably missed, like Paul Williams. He could have fought Paul Williams. I wanted to see the Mayweather Paul Williams fight. It never materialized. But he fought everybody. Tommy Joe trains with Lee Morrison. Okay, that's where I got Lee Morrison. Tommy Joe, salute to Tommy Joe. He had my brother Dink the Professor out to do a seminar. I think 2 seminars. Dink the Professor got 2 seminars, maybe 3 seminars under his belt. He is a seminar expert, and Tommy Joe had him out. So if you see him on YouTube, you salute him for having my family out to have a seminar. Because Dink is family, people. Family. Like family. I threw in some money when my homie got married. That's right. Because as I said, a real man puts his money where his mouth is. I put money on my family's marriage because I love Dink the Professor. It's my brother. And I love all my family members that support me. You are no longer friends. We are family. And we are family because we are universally united first and foremost. We are all family under the eye of the universe. The universe sees brothers and sisters. We are all family. But for those that support me, Tootsie Floosy, JR the G-Man, Dink the Professor, and everybody in this chat, Beverly Rose believed in me way back in the early beginning. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people ain't believing the kid. $5 super chat, Hassan Jones, boom. Put your money where your mouth is. Be a man. Put your money where your mouth is. That's what I'm talking about. That's what donations are about. We donate because we put our money where our mouth is when somebody cooking up that good food. See, you're supposed to donate. My teacher used to tell me, even when you go to the wishing well, you throw a penny in that joint, right? Even when you're at the wishing well, do you just take a free wish? Because if you do, you're no man. You're no man. You're no man if you come to the wishing well wanting free wishes. You throw a penny up in that joint, a quarter, something, and then you go for your wish. So thank you, Hassan Jones. He threw a penny in the wishing well. That's what he just did. That's what HBDUDD did. Threw a penny in the wishing well. What age did you learn 52 blocks? It came into my awareness at the age of 12. That's right. 52 blocks, I was aware of it by the age of 12. Estevine Garcia, bless up. Bless up. When do you use Rob the Bank? Good one. Rob the Bank is one of those blocks that work for round shots and straight shots. So if you throw in a jab, I can catch it here. If you throw the round punch, I'll catch it here. See where my jaw is at? You're not robbing the bank up here. You ain't robbed no banks. Matter of fact, you're finna get robbed. So when you rob the bank, you tuck your chin. You can catch a round shot, a straight shot. The lower hand is the catch if he tries to trick you and go to the body. That's right. That's right. So if you was fighting somebody and you notice they like to use the hook off the jab, like they was hooking off the jab a lot on you, that's when you go to your rob the bank, Miss Rose. That's right. If you see somebody that's trying to pump fake the jab and hook on you, you rob the bank it. That's right. I got that information for you, Miss Rose, because like I said, Miss Rose believed in me early. Young. Believed in the kid. That's why Miss Rose gets so much respect around here. She's seen the dynamics in 52. A lot of people can't, especially at a young age. See, it's never a dumb question. You ain't got no dumb questions, brother. You family. Is it really 52 blocks? No. There's not really 52 blocks. I think combined together in my system, it may be like 30 something blocks with repeating blocks. So in the kata, you may see Skull and Bones a couple of times through my kata. So it's not really 52 blocks. It's like 30 something blocks. They should call it 30 something blocks. Miss Rose said, most definitely it's always love. Facts. Facts. Because it ain't easy to digest a lot of things I'm saying. So when I run into those people that digest it and believe in me, I'm with them. I'm with them. I'm with you. I'm with you. And Miss Rose kept it very supportive. And to this day, how Deontay, to this day, she still support the kid. To this day. And that's why we got all support. I'm going to get out there to where you at, Rose, and we're going to get a personal lesson going on. I'm going to show you this 52 personally, only because you are digging deep. Miss Rose got the dope, because you seen all live. She got the in-depth questions. In-depth. That's somebody that want to learn. And then when I run into people that want to learn, it's my duty to give up this information. It's my duty. My teacher told me you have a duty to get rid of all of this information before you leave this earth, because you can't take it with you. The most selfish thing you can do is to take information to the grave. Because there's probably somebody that knew how to shoot fire from his fingertips, but he took it to the grave with him. Now we don't know how to shoot fire from our fingertips because he was a stingy dog. Miss Beverly Rose said, buy the course, it's worth it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That 52 block course is one of the best courses on the market. I'm going to say martial art wise, not just for 52. I'm just saying for martial art training, my course is one of the best courses on the market right now. That's right. I'm going out on the limb. I said it. That's right. I said it. How much for lessons? East Side Special. The lessons always, I always got a special when you want to learn. You let me know what you're trying to do. We work the number around that. Where, coach, do you train in New York? I'm not in New York right now. I'm in Georgia. I'm trying to get back to New York at least. Well, we got Tai Chi Burley that got a school in New Jersey. Michael Celeste, he was on the live. He has a school in New Jersey. The first school of 52 blocks is in New Jersey. We also have a gym you can use in New York. I won't be there, but if you can get out there to Jersey, Tai Chi, you in good hands with Tai Chi Burley. Somebody need to put up the address to the first school of 52 blocks. It's in New Jersey. I think Michael Celeste, Tai Chi Burley may have left the live, but if he's still up on the live, please throw up the address. Roger W. Anyone in Dallas? Not yet, but we coming to Dallas. Dallas is big. I got a big fan base out in Dallas, and I need to get there. Is there any footage of Yoga Burley Bell? Yes, Rose is up, but the BKF, they ain't showing it. They showed the preliminaries, but they won't show his fight. He sent me some still pictures. I'm waiting for him to send me the footage. He coming to see me soon, so I should have the footage. Iron Dread Saint, big up. Salute. Hassan Jones said, yes, the course is all that and the bag of chips. And I threw the bag of chips in there. That's right. It's all that and the bag of chips. Get that course, people. $20 a month ain't going to break the bank. And Dink just put up the address. Thank you. See, this is why I think the professor's my family. He's the right side of my brain. I say something and he executed. That boy is amazing. That man, Dink the Professor, is amazing. Everybody press 1 for Dink the Professor, please. Everybody press 1 for Dink the Professor. Coming with the information. He's answering questions on my YouTube videos that I don't even see. Please press 1 for Dink the Professor. Let's give that man his flowers right now. Thank you, family. Thank you, everybody in the building. I appreciate you. Dink the Professor needs his flowers right now. The man been down for a decade plus, and he's still giving it up. When the YouTube took my whole YouTube took my channel, but Dink Professor had all of the videos backed up. Listen, do you hear what I'm saying? Dink the Professor had every video that I've ever put up on YouTube backed up. So even though they took my channel and I got it back, if they would have kept it, we could have started all over. We had all of the videos. And guess why? Dink the Professor, listen, I didn't even back up my own videos, people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Heavy Andy, on the Learn Dash Martial Arts is 500 lessons, 5 levels, 100 lessons to each level. At the end of each level, you can take a test to certify to become a 52 block instructor. On advanced.lightburley.com, it's a little bit looser. It's not as strict, but the information on advanced.com is crazy. I only have 14 people signed up to advanced.com. At one time, it was 30 people and signed up and left. I don't know why they left. I got it's over. Think how many hours of footage is in the advanced.lightburley.com. I'm gonna show you how bad Think the Professor is. I'm gonna show you how bad that man is because I don't even know it. Think how many hours of footage is on advanced.lightburley.com, and it's only $15 a month. Why there isn't 1,000 people signed up to my site? I will never know. At least 50 should be signed up. People, it's only $15 a month. Now, I'm not coming to y'all with my hat in my hand. I am not doing that. That is not my style. Anybody know Light Burley know I am too cultured and too civilized for that. This is not a hat in my hands promotion. What I'm trying to tell you is when it comes to martial arts, not just me, there's a lot of people, but talking on me, I'm just talking about myself. I have some of the most fundamental ways of teaching you and in-depth information on the art of combat, not just 52, the art of fighting. Dink just put it up. 47 hours, over 700 videos, and 11 PDFs. Let me say that again. 47 hours, over 700 videos, 11 PDFs. It's a giveaway at $15 a month. That's a steal. So whoever signed up and canceled your subscription, shame on you. Shame. It's $15 a day. Do the math. There's 30 days in the month. That's almost like 50 cents a day, and you can watch the course for 50 cents a day. Because if it was $1 a day, it'd be $31. So, because I'm a man of math, y'all got to know I'm a man of math. So to spend $15 a month, that's 50 cents a day, 2 quarters. See, Tachi Burley is still here. Thank you, Tachi Burley. And put it up, 180 Howard Boulevard, Mount Arlington, New Jersey. The only 52 block school ever. The first 52 block school ever. And I'm not saying that's all he's teaching. Tai Chi Burley got Tai Chi. He got a lot of other stuff cooking. But while I'm saying the first 52 block school, because he's a representative of the art of Burleyism. And he did it. He put his money where his mouth is. And now, thanks to him, anybody in New Jersey can go learn the art of 52 because he is that credible to teach you. And anything he don't know, he can call me. I'm a phone call away and he can get it because he's already an accomplished martial artist. Let's get that straight. Press one for Tai Chi Burley. He's already an accomplished martial artist. I didn't make him he already came accomplished. And so accomplished that he learned the art of 52 in its entirety. He can do 1 through 52, and he can do it with a basketball between his legs because I trained him to do it. I trained him to do it. He asked him about the crazy training he had to do to learn it. So if you in New Jersey and you want to learn the art of 52 blocks, Tai Chi Burley is there. 180 Howard Boulevard, Mount Arlington, New Jersey. It's up here. The address is up here. Where is the website for beginners for 52 blocks? Learn-martialarts.com. Randy, man, I got a buddy who's in the Tai Chi. I can't hear him. He abbreviators the shit out of me. I got to break that one down. Aggravates the shit out. Okay, I got it. Dink said, can't stop, won't stop. Facts. I live in Stockton, and I want to join the Nick Diaz gym, but I'm not sure if they will help me train my 52 since they're mostly offensive. But join for the training. You can still train. I'm here. I'm gonna help you. We can figure something out. I can help you, and we can get it going until where you have enough information to keep studying it to gain to gain a muscle memory. And since you're in the gym, you can use their sparring partners. So I would say yes, Miss Rose, join that gym. You need contact. You need bodies. You need people to help throw punches at you so you can work on the 52 because they can't stop you. You paying your gym membership, they can't stop you. And you get to use their equipment, which we need. We need hidden bags, double in bags, mirrors. So you get to use their equipment. So definitely join their gym. And we'll communicate and until we can figure out another way we'll use this way. But definitely join that gym. See how this moves? We almost 2 hours in. The time done fly past. See, when I'm with my peoples and my family, this time flies too. This is how you know time is relative and we made it up. Because that 2 hours went by so fast. How do you get a team together to start competing in the amateurs? Getting the license. I got my license. I want the team. When you compete, when you thinking about competing, Miss Rose, I will be there. I want to be in your corner. If you will have me, I will be in your corner. I am not playing. I'm building a team. I got my wheels back on. I'm rolling. COVID slowed me down, but it's back to rolling. See, I do my best work when I'm going to different states. That's when I do my best work. That's right, the dream team. Like I remember going on the amateurs, I only had like 2 fighters. I had King Sean Burley and I had Young Burley. Other dudes was coming up in there with like 15 fighters. Like that's what I want. I want a dream team. Because I know with my dream team is going to bring me the accolades I need. See, a teacher is only judged by his students, not by his fights. And I am a teacher now. So I can only be judged by the quality of students I produce. So I need a team. I need some students. There's no teacher without students. There's no students without a teacher. It's a symbiotic relationship, people. Teacher student is a symbiotic relationship. What if you want to learn other martial arts? New York got a lot of jump offs. They got Gleason's gym. It's a lot of jump offs in New York. I go to Gleason's gym, a lot of good Muay Thai gyms in New York. There's some good Muay Thai gyms. I can't think of the names offhand right now. A lot of good Muay Thai gyms, a lot of good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gyms, just like Venom. That's right, people. Get to them gyms. Get to work. Mars Mathematics said, man, LB, your legacy going to be... I'm praying for it, Mars Mathematics. I'm praying for it. The other day, I had a 65-year-old brother come meet me, and he was almost like it was almost like fan mode. Like he was like, yo, like, hold on, let me catch myself because I can't believe I'm standing in front of you. And he was 65 years old, people. Randy, man, how old am I? 47. I'm 47, y'all. If y'all want to know my age, I'm 47. I'm 3 years away from 50. I'm at the age of the silver fox. When you get to 50 as a man, you reach your silver fox age. That's when you can do a lot of good work. When you 50, you can still get the young women too. I can still get the youngest. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to that silver age, when you get to that silver fox, you at your hottest point as a man. People don't know about them 50s. You don't know about them 50s. When you get to 50, you hit silver fox. Your money right, your mind right. At least those things should be right. Your spirit is right. 50 is huge, people, and I'm 3 years away from it. I first learned about it from you in a 5% of salute. That's right. I'm 3 years away from the 5-0, but I had a 65-year-old man come to me and be in the state of awe in front of me. That was humbling. This man is 65. He said he was born in 1954. I was born in 1974. That means he walked this earth 20 years before I even was thought about, before I was even a thought in my daddy's big nut sacks. That's right. Before I was even an itch in my daddy's nut sacks, this man had walked the earth for 20 years. and he was in the state of awe in front of me. Do you know how humbling that is? I was humbled. A wise man. And he said, Light, just do me one favor. Stay the course. That's what he told me. He said, if I can impart anything on you, Light, from meeting you today, is do me this one favor. Please stay the course. Randy Man says, it's hard to be humble when you're great like us. Facts. I'm not easily humbled. I'm not easily humbled, but I was. When you got a 65-year-old man that know more about life than you, talking about he's in the state of awe in front of you. Yeah, Knockmeezy is family too. Knockmeezy, big family, people. He big family. So what I'm saying is this 52 block journey has been a blessing and a half. I think you can start mid work at any time. Like, well, I would say start mid work after you understand your punches. Like to do mid work, you need to understand your full group of punches. So you need to know what the straight is, the jab, the hook, the uppercut, the overhand, and you need to understand those punches by themselves, what they're doing. Son, what's up? What's up, fam? Yeah, he out there exposing them frauds like Umar. My man Knock is on their neck. Hawaii, aloha, aloha. So once you learn the punching, then it's time to move on to mid work. Like once you understand your basic full group of punches, then I believe it's time to move on to mid work. You can't be doing mid work out there slapping. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be slapping them pads, not even hitting the pads right. And why are they hitting pads and they don't know how to punch yet? I'm always confused with that. Let me tell y'all a little secret. Pads came into boxing, I do believe, in the 40s. I think it was like in the 1940s when pads were introduced to boxing, meaning there were champions that never hit a pad. I don't think Rocky Marciano, Joe Louis never hit no pads. Why we ain't never seen no footage of Joe Louis hitting pads, doing pad work like Mayweather? How come we ain't never seen Archie Moore? Because they didn't even have pads. Didn't boxing mitts didn't even come into existence until the 40s. G Brown, salute. So, you know, it's better to learn how to punch. Yeah, fake IG trainers. Yeah, fake boxing. You are so correct. Everybody trying to fake at boxing. Pacquiao versus Salvador Sanchez. Who is that guy's son? Who are you, son? Who are you, son? Did you hear the question that son just asked me? He asked me Pacquiao versus Salvador Sanchez. That man's son knows some boxing. I like you already, son. Mm-hmm. Salvador Sanchez is a great. He would have beat Pacquiao. Pacquiao can't do nothing with the great Salvador Sanchez. I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. You are a shining a shining example of what understanding boxing information is all about, son. That's who you are, son, to ask me such a question like that. Pacquiao versus Salvador Sanchez. How dare he come up in here knowing boxing like that? How dare you come up in here, son, knowing boxing? You know what I'm forced to do? Give you a round of applause. That's right. That's what I was forced to do. Forced to give him that round of applause. Talking about Salvador Sanchez. Do you shift your weight with every block? You can, but you don't have to. It's a good training method, but you don't have to. Coach, people are very durable. I elbowed a guy today 3 times and he didn't go down. They were panic shots because he grabbed me when I was trying to make my escape, though. Yeah, some people refuse to go down. You know what I'm saying? They got that Jake LaMotta in them. Jake LaMotta in me. You didn't knock me down, sugar. You didn't knock me down. Can anybody name me what movie was about Sugar Ray Robinson, and Jake LaMotta. The first person that gives me the name of the movie, I'm sending them a book. What was the name of the movie that was about the moment between Sugar Ray Robinson and Jake LaMotta saying, "Hey, Sugar, you didn't knock me down"? First person that names the movie, boom, Roger W. Winner. Winner! Roger W. was not supposed to be sending you something anyway. Now I'm going to have to send you two things. I'm going to have to send you two things. I think I was already supposed to be sending you something. God darn it. Roger W. is up in here whipping butt. Tootsie Floosey, you are correct. Raging Bull. Raging Bull is the movie that depicts the scene that happened in boxing. And can anybody, now I'm gonna go out here. This is a tough one. Can anybody name what they coined the fight between Jake LaMotta and Sugar Ray Robinson that movie was made after? Can anybody coin the name that was given to that fight that movie was based on? The first person that does that, I'm sending them some. Let's see how deep of boxing historians we got in the room. Let's see if we got some boxing historians in the room. The fight that made that movie, they called it something. What did they call that fight? Son, have a blessed night. You too. Let's see. I don't see nobody coming with this one. I tell you, this was a tough one. Oh my God, Ricky Ferguson. He did it. Yes, the Valentine's Day Massacre. Ricky Ferguson. Now what you have to do at lightburley52 at Yahoo, please send me your addy so I can send you something for that boxing historian knowledge you have. Yes, the name of the fight that made that movie was called the Valentine's Day Massacre. Boom. We got some boxing historians in the room. That's who we got. Uh-oh. 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 We got some historians in the room. We got some students of the game. Yes, it was. The Valentine's Day Massacre is the name that they called that fight when Sugar Ray Robinson pummeled LaMotta. Any other man would have died from the punishment that he took from Ray Robinson. But that's why Jake LaMotta was Jake LaMotta. Are medical tests for fighting expensive? No, not at all. And most times, the people giving the event will give you some type of medical test. Like when you go for Golden Gloves, they got doctors on hand. When you're signing up for Golden Gloves, it's the reason why I couldn't get in the Golden Gloves because I had TB, I had tuberculosis, and that's why I couldn't fight in Golden Gloves. I missed my time. I missed my moment because I was sick, y'all. I was going up in there for Golden Gloves to prove 52 blocks, light burly, up in there, and I was sick, and their doctors caught it. And I've gotten rid of, I had to take medication for my tuberculosis. Do you need an MRI? No, they don't go that deep. They don't go that deep. You may need one after a fight. It's after 2 hours and you're still here. Get the likes up. Michael Phoenix, fact. And I'm still here 2 hours in. Get them likes up. But we already got the likes up. We got 23 people in the building and 52 likes. And they're growing. That's right. Get them likes up. If anybody ain't smashed the like button and you forgot, just go on and smash it. Just go on and smash it. It don't cost nothing to smash that like button. Just go and press it. Just right there, just press it. Just press that thing. Just reach over and just press it. My last cage fight was in 2014. It was just a basic physical. Yeah. He said all those old school diseases are back in a different form, though. Yeah. Yes. Randy Mann said, just smash. Thank you, Randy. My brother from the Keys. My brothers in Keys, Florida, that I'm going to see. Randy Mann is bringing me down to the Keys, people. He bringing me down to the Florida Keys. That's right. So when you see me in the Florida Keys, throwing up the skull and bones. We all know it was Randy, man, that did it. King T, support your brother LB. Smash that like button. Thank you, King T, for reminding them. Thank you. It don't cost nothing to smash the like button. That's right. We got 55 likes, 19 people. So we done did our job, people. We done did our job. And I'm going to keep talking until this joint is done. So y'all got any questions, come with it. Do you need a boxing license for amateurs? Nope. But you do need your amateur book, though. You do need your amateur book that's going to record all your wins and losses. So you definitely need your book, but you don't need a license. Roger W, almost 60 likes, right? We got more likes than people in the building. This is crazy. Likes are free, people. We got more likes than people in the building. So this live was a success. Where do you need the book? You get it from, if you boxing, you get it from the Boxing World Organization. I'm saying that, what's it called? I'm smoking too much weed. It's USA Boxing. Go to usaboxing.com, Miss Rose, and they'll show you, and that's how you get your book. Jersey Joe versus Jack Johnson in their prime, 50 rounds. Who you got? Jack Johnson, baby. Too strong, too powerful, too quick. Too quick. Even though Jersey is a bad mamma jamma, that Jack Johnson was it. He was all that and more. Tusi Flows, Prime Roy versus Canelo. Boom, easy. Prime Roy, easy. If we thought Mayweather danced on him, a Prime Roy Jones would have did the salsa on Canelo. He would have hit that. He would have hit Canelo with that. He would have merengued around Canelo and beat him up. He said, "How much is weed? I'm paying 50 for an eighth." That's about right about now, Randy. It's about 50 for an eighth. For the goody good, for the good weed, you got to be paying at least 60 for an eighth. That's my numbers. If you charging me 30 for an eighth or anything less than 50, I know you got backyard boogie. LB, why your super chat not up? My super chat is not up. I had 2 super chats. I had 2 dudes drop super chat. Maybe I gotta put it up better. I don't know. I'm gonna put up my Cash App, but I got 2 super chats tonight. Big Bamboo 20% more fun. I miss Maine. 100 a zone. Whoa, for the Raw? If Kimbo Slice knew 52, we'd be killing them right now. We'd be killing them. Tusi Flu said, yeah, 60 in the 8th round here. Yeah, for the Raw. For the Raw. You need to be paying at least 50 to 60 for an 8th if you want some good stuff. Like this stuff I'm smoking, this is 50 right here. This is definitely 50 for an 8th. That's how you know how good the weed is. If it's $30 for an 8th, send it back. That's rabbit food. He's trying to give you rabbit food. Don't smoke that rabbit, child. Don't smoke that rabbit backyard boogie. This is stuff we putting in our lungs, people. We putting this on the inside. Anything you put on the inside, make sure it's quality, including your food. Fat Daddy, the trucker, would it be, homie? Would it be? Oh, it's working now. Okay. It's working. Salute. Yeah, that super chat is up. As I said, put your money where your mouth is. That's what men do. We accept all donations. $1, $2. It just helps to keep the lights on around here. We ain't getting rich off of it. We just help to keep the lights on around here. And it's appreciation. And I appreciate all of you. Because one thing that everybody in this chat gave me that's more valuable than money is your time and attention. Time and attention outweighs money. Ernie Shavers versus Mike. Oh, that's a good one. Ernie Shavers by far one of the hardest hitters punches in the game. Oh man, y'all ain't gonna like me for this one. I'm gonna have to go with Ernie Shavers on this one. A prime Ernie Shavers versus a prime Mike. I think Mike's style is set up for Ernie. He gonna walk right at Ernie and get bombed on. Twin, shalom. Come to Detroit, 31% THC. Oh my Lord. Y'all trying to catch a body out there, Iron Dread Saint. What y'all trying to kill people? 31% THC? That's enough to get a horse high. You can get 2 horses high off of 31%. I know my percentage. Quarry took shavers out real quick. Yeah. I'm talking about prime Ernie Shavers. I just think Mike Tyson's style is built for it. I'm not saying that he's better than Mike. I just think his style, Mike's style, is built for Shaver style. Look at how Quarry beat Shavers. Fat Daddy Trucker. Where are you? Ricky Ferguson with that $5 super chat. That's right. Thank you, Ricky. Salute. We love you. Triangle trade for Mr. Rick, man. What are your learning 52 basic lesson packages? $50, $15 a month for advanced.lightburley.com, $20 a month for learn-martial arts. Those are the online courses. Home of the Gans. Hey, coach, it's a signed giant part of 52. Yes, I believe he represents part of it. He was doing the bartenders thing, but you can see with the razor catching and spitting. And I know people that know him. He is of the time of 52 block fighting. I'm not going to say he's a teacher of it, but I'm sure he knows of it. May have used it. Definitely, it was around people that used it. I definitely give him that. But he was representing bartenders, and then they merged with Constellation. He said, "I just watched your old videos. It's all there. Salute." Quarry took a lot more from Frazier, and Shaver's fight didn't last 2 rounds. See? It's because styles make fights, Roger Quarry. Styles make fights. Yes, skills matter, but styles make fights. Fat the Trucker, in-person training course. King T, salute for that $10 super chat. He said, "Thanks for the knowledge you share with us, LB. I watch you to be a better version of me, mind, body, and skills." Booyaka, booyaka. Because that man, King T, is trying to be uncomfortable. We uncomfortably comfortable over here. That's right. I said it, put it on the t-shirt. We uncomfortably comfortable over here. Yeah, that's what we do. That's why we growing. All of us, better versions. I'm going to be a better Light Burley tomorrow, I promise. In every 24 hours, I get better. I get better. So do you. And you can too if you're not already doing it. He took punishment Mike Tyson couldn't. Facts. Talk about it, Tossy. What's Constellation? It was another group of guys that was doing 52 blocks. Yeah, they was on the Sub. Oh, salute to Sub-Zero. He supports me. We love Sub-Zero. When you log on to the Sub-Zero channel and he's doing the live, tell him like Burley said, nothing but love. We love him. He always keeping it real. The Sub-Zero podcast, one of the best podcasts on the internet right now. I said it. I appreciate you more, King T. I appreciate you more. You come to the lives, you show love, and like I said, we put our money where our mouth is because we men. That's right. We pay on to anything that makes us better. We make it rain on it. We make it rain. We make it rain on anything that can make us better because that's what men do. As a man, you are born with 0 value. You are not a woman. A woman is born with her value. She just has to maintain it. As a man, you are born on 0. Goose egg. Nada. Nothing. And from that moment on, you got to build yourself. So every 24 hours, if you being a man and you find something that's helping you build, you make it rain on that. Press 1. As a man, if you find anything that makes you build and become a better version of yourself, you make it rain on it. Press 1. Because that's what I did. None of my Kung Fu lessons were free, people. I paid Roberto Sharp. I paid Wilson Pitts. I paid my Spanish teacher. I paid. I didn't get no free lessons, and I didn't want none. I don't want no free lessons. If you try to give me a free lesson, I'm turning it down. I want no free lessons. Because if you give me something worth value, I need to take you to lunch. I need to put some money in your pocket. I need to buy you a t-shirt. I need to do something. Something. Because I'm a man, and I put my money where my mouth is. Mike took some shots for some massive punches. Bruno, Bone Crusher. If you look, Mike's defense was on fleet then. They wasn't really hitting Mike that hard. Look at them fights. Mike didn't really get caught with a lot of good, clean, rocking shots because he was always moved. Mike's defense of moving forward, kind of, he was very defensive minded. Like, I think we don't talk about the defense of Mike Tyson. It was there. He didn't get hit on a lot. He didn't, and there wasn't a lot of in early career, early Mike Tyson. Not a lot of people, and if they were landing shots, they were landing them scared punches because Mike was beelining you. So they throwing punches like, get away from me, get away from me. They wasn't throwing them, get out of here punches because Mike was coming. Cocaine took his defense and a lot of other things. Facts. He had a chin too. That's right. Mike rolled with. That's what I'm saying. Mike didn't really in early Mike career. Look at early Mike's fights. He wasn't getting pummeled on. Matter of fact, the fights was barely lasting a minute, but he wasn't getting pummeled on. It was not too many people landing real good shots on him. What's the history of back in the day, Sub-O, and how you link with bartenders? How did y'all grow up together? Just no, I didn't grow up with the bartenders. They were just people that were trying to that were representing 52 blocks when I came out, and they were mad at me, so they tried to take me out, but they didn't. And Light Burley's still here, the tip of the spearhead of the 52 block movement. How do you feel about Ken Shamrock? Ken Shamrock, what? Ken Shamrock is all-time great. All-time great. In his heyday, mixed martial art, come on. We can't take nothing from Ken Shamrock. Just because, with his little running with the Gracies, we can't take nothing away from that, man. Bone Crusher let him live for sure. LB, do you know when you're ready to start? How do you know when you're ready to start sparring? After you learned your punches, your cardio is right. You got a good cardio. You ain't got no bullshit cardio. You know all your alphabet of punches. You've been training your defense, your footwork, and your blocking, your slipping, your ducking, moving offline. You got a very good understanding of all those three things. Then you step into sparring. But to me, you need all of those boxes checked off before you go in there to make it relevant to you. Because you don't want to do it when it's not relevant because it could scare you. What do I think about Wilder? I think Wilder is a Cinderella man. Black August. I think he's a Cinderella man. Listen, the man jumped in like, I don't know why people keep giving this man such a hard time. Let's run down his story. The man wanted to play basketball. His daughter had a medical problem, a bone disease. He didn't have the money for it. He jumped into boxing. No boxing training, ever. At 20. And within a year became a bronze medalist, unheard of in the sport of boxing. In 1 year, he joined the Olympics with small amateur career and then went on to be known as the greatest hitting puncher ever seen in boxing. I would call that a Cinderella story. I think it's insane what Wilder did. There's only one other man that pulled that off, and that was Rocky Marciano. It's insane what he did. Like, people really need to take a look at what Wilder did. Forget the facts that, of course, he's not a prime boxer. He didn't even want to be a boxer. He was spending his life not trying to be a boxer. They're comparing him to Fury, and Fury wanted to be a boxer at the age of 6. His name Tyson, he was named after the real Tyson. His father named him after the real Tyson. So how do we compare the two? You can't. But we boo-boo on our own people. Facts, Jamal Gus. We supposed to be picking Deontay Wilder up. He's an effing Cinderella story. He needs a movie. That's what he needs. That's right. He is the GOAT. Call him the GOAT. You name another boxer to me, another fighter that jumped into boxing when he was 20, became a bronze medalist in 1 year, then went on in fighting, professional fighting, to have a 99. Do y'all know he has a 98% chance of knocking you out with one punch? One punch. He's damn near a mutant, people. Oh, 52 blocks was a way of life, Cobra Kai. That's how black people fought back in my day. All black fighters from the hood Back in my day, fought using 52 blocks. Everybody, all black people, I ain't gonna say all black people. I'm jumping out on the limb. In my time, all black men used 52. That's how we fought. Because back in my time, to prove your manhood was with these. So everybody was trying to get an edge on these. Back in my heydays, these mattered like guns. Like your hands were literally your guns. You'll go to a different project to see a girl that you didn't know in a different project because you knew how to fight. That's how we traveled. I used to meet girls that lived way in the whole different projects with some crazy dudes in there, but I was still going up in there. You know why? Because I knew how to fight. I didn't need no gun, no knife. That's not how we did it back in my day. So 52 blocks was everywhere amongst the black community because everybody wanted the edge on fist fighting because these were our guns. It's just like getting an extended clip to your gun. You may get a gun with an extended clip because you're trying to enhance the gun. Back in my day, these were the guns. So we were always trying to enhance them. 52, kung fu, karate. Why do you think black people was doing all those arts? It was more than because we like Chinese food. We were always looking for ways to enhance these. Yeah, right now it's different. Now it's this. And nowadays, this is the only muscle you need. Today, this is the only muscle you need. The squeeze of trigger. That was heart. That it was called heart when we came up. Facts. Yeah, because they ain't got no heart. Nobody want to take a loss. See, but this is how idiotic they are. When you shoot somebody, you will take the loss. You're going to take the biggest loss of them all because there are very few unsolved murders. There were some unsolved murders in my day, but nowadays they solving them things. They got cameras everywhere. You're not getting away. Snitching is a way of life nowadays, people. You're not getting away. So if you got to kill somebody today, be very careful. Make sure you did it right because you're going to the courtroom. You're going to be in front of that judge. And if your story ain't adding up, you're going to be in the clink clink for years for killing somebody. So that's what I'm saying. These people keep coming. Like I hear that. Like nowadays, like ain't nobody talking about that fight. We talking guns. Well, y'all idiots then, because now y'all talking about going to jail. At least when I beat somebody up, I was able to go home and still eat some fried chicken, rice and beans, because I was free. Even if he beat me up, I was still free. So all of these dudes running around having that gun something down, you're going to jail. You're not getting away. You are not an assassin. You don't know how to remove fingerprints. You ain't got enough money to go fly to a country that ain't got an expedition treaty with us and all of that. So what you going to do? Like they need to stop selling the fact that people shooting are getting away. No, they're not. They're going to jail. They're going to figure you out. You may get away, you may be on the run for 10 years, but your whole life is going to be messed up. Because for those 10 years, you're going to spend your life waiting for the police to kick in your door. What type of life is that? Like they need to stop with this gun thing. Like it's not a win. Because unless you have a license to kill, having the gun is not a win. The only people that get a win with a gun are the people that have a license to kill. Example, our policia. You beat someone up, sleep good. You shoot someone, sleeping good is over. Tell them, Ricky Ferguson. Tell them. Yeah, they squeeze that trigger, but tell quick as hell. That's right, because they can't handle the pen. They get up to snitching quick and crying. I seen this one thing. This dude shot up these dudes, and when police came to get him, he was under the bed crying. What type of disrespectful stuff is that? Hold on. You want to go gun down some men, some guards, and then when police come, you under the bed crying? No. You shoot it out with them. If you're going to be gangster all the way to the hill, you can't gangster halfway. You got halfway gangsters. They want to go half. No, go all the way in that joint. Go all the way in if that's what you're trying to claim. Police come you up in there screaming and crying. What type of nonsense is this? Heavy Andy said, I wish it was OGs like you are coming up. These OGs are the ones putting good facts, because they ain't OGs. I said it. These ain't OGs and elders. I had me some elders. These ain't OGs and elders. They supposed to be taking guns out of your hand. Even the OGs that you hustle with supposed to be giving you smarter ways to hustles. My OGs would tell me, don't go buy all of that stuff. Like when you out there hustling, don't look like you making money, because then they're going to see you. That's what my OGs was telling me, and they were correct. If you're going to hustle, you better dress down, play it low. How do you get your body in shape? All cardio. You need stamina. You need stamina. You need running, jumping rope. You need heavy stamina for sparring, because that's what you need to do it for rounds. Fat Daddy the Trucker said facts. Tootsie Floosy said OGs are 30 now. What the F? Facts. How you going? We got grandmas that are 30 now, Mr. Tootsie Floosy. You got grandmas. How you going to have a grandma at 30? She ain't even a grandma. She's lost all of her valueness. My grandma was 60-something. She's been on this earth darn near 70 years. She has some wisdom for me. How you going to have a grandma almost as young as you? You and your grandma are the same age. She 25, you 23. That ain't your grandma, that's your friend. It's crazy now. It's crazy. It's crazy. Grandma in the club with you. How grandma in the club drinking Henny passing blunts to you? Right now, they got grandmas passing blunts, passing blunts off. Everybody's so young. You in the club with your grandma. Y'all lit together. You and grandma talking about we was lit. Type of nonsense is this? Get grandma off the pole. Jamal, tell grandma to come down off that pole. Because back in my day, if grandma did got on the pole, we all fell out and threw up and hit our head. Grandma couldn't have got on the pole at 60. She would have. She had 18. She had 18 hip replacements. No way grandma could get on the pole. If 52 is that, why is there politics in the 52 game among some people? Like in the back of the day, you had discrepancies with the constellation because of that, because of humans, because of emotions, Mr. Cobra Kai. It's emotions. There's, have you ever seen the Wing Chun people, Cobra Kai? Get on YouTube and say you know Wing Chun, and I bet somebody get up there and say your Wing Chun ain't of the right discipline. This ain't Wing Chun. It's not just happening in 52. Anywhere you put people, you're gonna have disagreements. Who you got this weekend? Bud by technical knockout. Jim Margruss said, unless she's Pam Grier. That's right. If Pam Grier or Felicia Rashad, listen, if Pam Grier or Felicia Rashad get on the pole, I'm going to make it rain on that old vagina. I'm going to make it rain on that old vajayjay. If Felicia Rashad or Pam Grier did get on the pole, I'm going to make it rain on that old vajayjay. I ain't even playing. I'll rain on that old vajayjay. And I'll smash them old cakes. That's right. I'll smash them old cakes. Felicia Rashad is still worth getting smashed. Still worth. I smashed Felicia Rashad. I don't know who y'all talking to. Them old cakes can still get it. You got to go easy because you know she didn't have 4 hip replacements. You can't be going all up in there trying to bang Felicia Rashad out. No, but I smashed them old cakes. Thelma from Good Times to definitely get it, Roger W. What? Thelma, I'm telling you, I'll smash Thelma's old cakes. I'll mess them little Debbie cakes up. All them old little Debbie cakes, I'll mess them little Debbie cakes up. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because black don't crack. And I ain't trying to be racist. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be racist on the live. I'm just saying it's hard for black to crack. That melanin is a strong thing. That melanation. Do you know zebras are melanated donkeys? Did anybody know that? Zebras are melanated donkeys. Zebras are actually black. The white part of the zebra is the part that doesn't have melanation. But if you shave the zebra, it'd be a black donkey. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Tuesday Flu, Shaka Khan can get that word. Shaka Khan can get that work. You know, she get the singer kicking her shoes off. Shaka Khan can get that work. Oh, no, that's Aretha Franklin that be kicking her shoes off. Excuse me, not Shaka Khan. I think Shaka Khan do it too. Black don't crack. Isn't that? Yeah, that's the same. But I ain't trying to be racist. You know, because people that may not have that melanation, you can still get old gracefully too. You got to keep yourself together. I'm just saying, melanation helps people. That's all I'm saying. Thelma was a little boy's dream all day, all day, all day. A lot of people, all of us was thirsting over Thelma. What? And Thelma kept it natural with the afro. Thelma ain't have no weaves in her hair. Thelma ain't have no horse hair. No horse hair in Thelma's hair. Natural, natural black queen. They don't make them like Thelma no more. She said it didn't help Florida Evans though. Oh my God. There's always there's no absolutes here. There's no absolutes. In the 52 block class are there cardio workouts? Yes. In the I don't think I asked that question about the packages. Packages for personal training depends on how many classes you train in. I charge $100 a class, but if you're taking more than one class per week, I can work with the prices. Kim Fields too, she can get that work. Foxy Brown, what do you mean, the rapper or Pam Grier? The rapper, I don't know about the rapper. She got all of that. I don't know about Foxy Brown right now. She all right. How long will it take to build cardio with 15-minute jump rope sessions? It builds when 15 minutes becomes easy. When 15 minutes of jumping rope is easy to you, oh, your cardio is pretty damn solid. Because that's like 3 miles of running. And if you can do it, like if you can do that 3 times or twice a day, that's real exceptional. He said on the Dipset song, said, I just want to get head from Patti LaBelle. I know, I caught the cartoon. I know. Oh, the actor. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We already said Pam Grier gets smashed. We already said that. Pam Grier still gets smashed. We said that. We said Pam Grier can get that work. Because she another natural one. Natural with it. And I don't want to bring, and I got to bring this up too, not to go off track here. Miss Beverly Rose, another natural black queen. Miss Beverly Rose up in there with the natural joint. Miss Beverly Rose, you need to do a podcast on that. Get our women back to natural. Tell them take the tracks out their head. Take that horse hair out your head. We tired. They run around. They run around throwing wigs on like men throw on baseball caps. We sick of it. Miss Beverly Rose got the natural. Talk about it, Miss Beverly. Miss Beverly Rose got the natural. Beautiful black queen. Talk about it. That's what I'm saying. That's what we need more of. I don't want to run my hand through your hair and your wig come off. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want your wig in my hand. I didn't snatch the wig off. I'm just speaking the facts, Miss Rose. Natural. You can go see in her pictures. Natural. This is what we supposed to be having in our black queens. Natural. We need that natural look. Black August, I'm just up here talking facts. I'm telling you, I just keep I shoot from the hip and the lip. I shoot from the hip and the lip. Bars. He said, I'll take a nappy ponytail over a long weave any day. Facts, Ricky Fur. Give me that nappy ponytail. Give me something to hold on to. If you got a nappy head, that's just something for me to hold on to. When I'm giving you them back shot, nappy joint. She got some cornrows, some old cornrows. You hold on like a handlebar. You hold that nappy cornrow like a handlebar. You can't do that with no tracks. You're gonna pull her tracks right out. Cost her $200. You can pull it right out of her head. She's gonna be ready to fight. She ain't gonna want you smashing no more. She's gonna try to smash you. All y'all not affiliated together as every representative repping their own version. Some of us are affiliated. My Burleys, people that go by the Burley name, are my students, but other people rep their own thing. I'm just talking the facts, Miss Rose. I'm just talking the facts. A good old nappy cornrow, you hold that like a handlebar. You can't hold on to no tracks. What was that story of Rapunzel when she let down her hair so he can climb up her hair to get to them cakes? What was that story? Or what was it, Rapunzel? What was that? What was the story? People know. What was the story of Rapunzel, the girl that was stuck up in the tower and she let her hair down so homie can climb up the hair and get to them cakes? He had to climb up her hair. Imagine if she had tracks. Imagine if she had tracks. He would have never got to them cakes. As soon as he would have started climbing, he would have pulled the tracks right out of her head. It came. He would have died. He would have came. He would have fell to his death, y'all. Rapunzel. He would have fell to his death if she had tracks in her hair. Luckily, Rapunzel had that natural. She had that natural. King T said, "You funny as hell, LB. Thank you." I try. My humor is different. I need a special crowd to understand my type of humor. But Rapunzel had that natural. That's how homie climbed up there to get to them cakes. He was climbing. He had to get them. Imagine if she had tracks. He had to climb halfway up and die. And pulled the tracks out of her head, smashed to the ground, and died. That's all I'm saying. It was because Rapunzel had that natural. He got to them cakes. She says Shields be wearing tracks, but Shields got them cakes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They can call the T-Rex. I ain't gonna lie, she ain't the prettiest thing. You know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Somebody could find Shields attractive. She's not my cup of tea. But them cakes she got, I smashed. I smashed Clarissa. Right after she done knocked someone out, I tell Clarissa, go get in the shower. As soon as you come out the shower, I'm gonna give you this D power. Bars. What? Clarissa got them cakes. Clarissa got cakes. I ain't even mad at Clarissa. I tell you, I'll take a shape over her face. I'll take a shape over her face. If you got a pretty face and you fat, I'm sorry. Like Lizzo, not knocking Lizzo, because Lizzo in the face is not an ugly woman. If you look at Lizzo, she's a nice looking woman, but her body chopped up. Her body chopped suey. I can't get with it. I can't get with it. I'm telling you, as men, we are visuals, and you need to stick with it. Don't be lying to yourself. Don't be up there forcing yourself on the fat chick because you're just trying to be thirsty. Stop lying and stop being thirsty. Be real, because you ain't enjoying it. You ain't enjoying it. You ain't enjoying that. I can't say I enjoy smashing something fat because I'm visual. I need to see a flat stomach or some shape or some cakes. I need to see something. If I can't see something, ain't nothing gonna happen. I got to see something. So I'll take a shape over her face. And Clarissa Shields' body, she'll get smashed. I'm telling you, right out the locker room. I'm smashing Clarissa. What's some of the first skills to learn using 52? Positioning and weight distribution, which is, i.e., what we call the kickstand balance. That's where I start everybody first, is understanding the kickstand balance. Standing in place, to me, is where you need to start. Before you even start moving, you got to understand non-movement. Before you start movement, you got to understand stillness. See, when you understand stillness, then you move with purpose. Bars. Did I just say that? I'm up in here saying stuff that should be on a t-shirt. When you understand stillness, you move with purpose. Bars. So you got to start with stillness. Lizzo crap live on Instagram. Yeah, she's disgusting for that, Roger W. Yo, LB, any rappers you know when you got signed or came up with? Oh yeah, yeah. When I signed, I met Inspector Deck. We met Inspector Deck. It was another one. Capadonna, Killer Army. We were all signed together. Killer Army was signed with us when we was under Wu Tang, and there was another group, Sons of Man. Sons of Man, Killer Army, Wolves of the Round Table. That was me and my homie. We was the Wolves of the Round Table. You probably never heard of us, but it was Wolves of the Round Table, Sons of Man, Killer Army. We all got signed around the same time. Jizzle said that was a gem. Thank you, sir. King T says, Shields is beautiful, but love a small waist and thick thighs. A lady that smells like heaven and skin smooth as a baby. Booyaka! You know what that is, King T? That is the definition of femininity. That's the definition of femininity. Small waist, thick thighs, a lady that smells like heaven and skin smooth as a baby. That's femininity. That's it. That's what our woman is supposed to be achieving. That's why they need to have natural hair. And there it is, folks. The joint is done. I appreciate you all. We've been here 2 hours and 35 minutes chopping it up. The longest live I've ever done in my life. I've now did it. I've accomplished it, and I've built up my stamina. We're going to do a 3-hour live because we be up in here cooking. I'm thinking that we may even have to move these lives to 3 hours now. Do you know of any New York drill rappers or any New York rappers coming up? King Sean, one of the guys I train, he's a rapper on the come up. But as far as somebody famous, I met Fred the Godson, rest in peace, COVID, another victim of COVID, Fred the Godson. Roger W sent the email, got you. As soon as I get off this live, I'm gonna get it and send it. And the other homie that came with the movie, the name of the movie, please send me your addy to lightburley52 at Yahoo. Lightburley52 at Yahoo. Real number 19 said, great show. Thank you. There's 2 gyms I'm thinking about joining, the Nick Diaz gym or the Yaki Lopez gym. I would have more time to work in the Lopez gyms and less time. Go Lopez. Not knocking the MMA, but go Yaki Lopez. Gotta go boxing. Go Lopez. I'm staying with my boxers. Go Lopez. I mean, do you listen to any new rap? Okay. Have any new rappers? Who do I like? I like the Baby now. Like I really just started listening to the lyrics of the Baby and that joint he did with Lil Wayne. I like the Baby. I like Lil Baby and the Baby. It's like 2 babies. I like both of them. Kendrick Lamar, definitely like him. As far as new coming up now, drill rappers. Let me think. I like Pop Smoke. Rest in peace. I like Pop Smoke. And I like this another one. Can't be remembering all these names. I just seen a little Uzi Vert song that I like, and I never thought I would like any of his songs, but I just listened to one of his new songs, and I kind of like that. Hey, bro, get some Dama tea, morning tea. Trust me. Okay, that must be the good tea. When will I be back in New York? Maybe in like 2 weeks. I'm trying to plan a trip now, so hopefully in 2 weeks or so I should be back. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, somewhere around that time. Dama tea in the morning. I gotta get that. That sounds good. I like how that sounds, Jamal Gus. How you say it, Demanya? I know I'm butchering it, but I got the name, so I'm gonna look for that name. But I know I'm butchering it. But yeah, peoples, I love you. Thank you for joining this live. These lives happen every other day. Idris Falcon, I'm back. Morning tea is good. Have Berry juice on the day. Chai tea, King tea, chai tea. Well, I love chai tea. That's my fish. What do you think about Devin Haney versus JoJo Diaz? I think Haney for the win. Haney easy for the win. Mrs. Rose with the donation. Thank you with the super chat. Triangle trade salute. That's how we do it in here. Miss Rose with the super chat. Appreciate you, Miss Rose, and all of you do to support the 52 and represent it. You're going to be one of our only 52 female 52 block representatives right now. But I'm so hyped for it. We need it. We need you. We need you, Miss Rose. We need you. One up, LB. Chai Tea gang. Yeah, but this Weed and Mary Jane happens every other day. So if you ain't getting the notifications, just know every other day between 7 to 8, I'm going live. Every other day. A female Burley. That's right. We need Rose Burley. You already got a name. I got your name. Rose Burley. We need you. Rose Burley, we need you. RB, where you at? We need you. Let's do this. Why Devin when he can get hit with a good shot and his legs turn the news? He never. I mean, like what's name chin checked him. Who's it that chin checked him? Linares. Linares chin checked him, but it didn't prove he didn't have a chin. I can't really say that was a proof of his chin. I just think he took his awareness off and got caught with a good shot. Luckily, it was at the end of the bell. What he's lucky for is that there wasn't like 2 minutes left for him to weather the storm. And then we would have seen who the real Devin Haney is. See, the thing with boxing is you must be chin checked. Because the ones that don't get chin checked, we don't know what we can't believe in you. This is the reason why Mayweather, everybody came at Mayweather until he got chin checked. Triple G versus Murata. Triple G. I got Triple G on that one. I'm a Triple G fan. I can't help it. So Devin Haney is way too skilled for JoJo. Way too skilled for JoJo. Way too skilled. Devin Haney, he needs Teofimo Lopez. I think Teofimo Lopez takes Devin. I believe that. What are your thoughts on the Aikido? It's a good art, but you know, if you can make it work, there's parts of Aikido that can play into real time. There's definitely principles in Aikido that can definitely go into real time. 52 blocks, Chinese slippers. Yeah, we need African slippers. Linares got him. What if he got hit again like that? Like Joseph Vargas got knocked out in the first round. I mean, like the thing with fighting is anybody can get chin checked. That is the hustle of fighting. Once you step in that ropes, anybody can get chin checked. But I don't believe Linares chin check and Devin Haney showed anything weak in them. Like I said, I didn't see it. Like I would have had to see it with more time on the clock where he kind of recuperated. That 1 minute he recuperated from that shot and went to destroying Linares. Like what we're not talking about is how he destroyed Linares. Destroyed him. Made him look like he shouldn't even have boxing gloves on. That's what we need to talk about. Ricky Ferguson said, rolling. Hold on. Ricky Ferguson said, roll up another one and keep the party going. That's what you want, Ricky? You want that smoke, Ricky? Ricky, you want that smoke? You gonna get that smoke. Y'all be right back. I'm rolling up another one. And while we waiting right here, I want to let y'all know the brand I'm smoking, Lychee. This is some good stuff. And anyone still here with a wrench? Listen, blame this on Ricky. Ricky told me to roll up another one and keep the party going. So y'all blame this on Ricky. Press one if we blaming this on Ricky, because Ricky told me to roll up another one and keep the party going. So press one if we blaming this on Ricky. Press one. This is the brand I'm smoking, Lychee. Good stuff here, people. That's right. We back at it. We back at it. That's right. We back at it. Never a bad time to smoke elevates the mind. That's right. My man Ricky Rick said, roll up another one and keep the party going. So I give what my I give it to my peoples. I give the peoples what they want. Mm-hmm. Rick said, I got mine's rolled. That's why you said roll up another one. Mm-hmm. Because you already had one. Mm-hmm. Ricky Rick thinking ahead of us. Ricky Rick thinking ahead. That's what I'm talking about. That's the type of people I like. Ricky Rick thinking ahead. Hey, heavy and yo, LB, remember when Jose Vargas versus Apita knocked Vargas out in the first round with a jab and cross, and he was an up and coming prospect? Yes, that's what I'm saying. It can happen. Like, you need beats. I do need some beats. Send me some beats. I love beats. You a producer? Come on, Idris. How you gonna hide that information that you was a producer all this time and you ain't said nothing? How hard is it to start your amateur career? Not hard. You can start them pretty quick. Like I said, once you get the book, you can go to any because a lot of people are given type of tournaments. Like when you get on your amateur division, you can look up the people. There's a site that's given like tournaments, and you go there with your book. You fight. It's all on the up and up, all under the USA governing body, and start collecting the wins. Make some more tea in the joint. I got to get the tea. I got to get that tea. What's the email? Lightburley52 at Yahoo. Please send me that fire, Idris. I need some fire. I've been needing something to write to. I ain't got no fire, no real fire to write to. Think the professor just put it up. Lightburley52 at Yahoo. Thank you, Mr. Dink. And we got to understand, Dink is in the UK, so it's real late right now. He's staying up extra late to be on this live. It's all Dink. Tell him Dink's supposed to be sleeping right now. He's up with us to stay on this live. And everybody that's across the waters in a different country, different time zone, staying up with me to rock this live, I appreciate you. But Dink the professor is up way past his bedtime to be on this live. Yeah, I think that channel LGD. I think that's my channel. That's the channel I made when they took my page down. Dink the professor said it's nearly 4 a.m. It's Ricky's fault, Dink. That's right. Ricky said press one for Dink because it's Ricky's fault while we going to stick here because he said roll another one up and keep the party going. It's Ricky's fault. Roger, there's a seniors division. Yes, there's definitely a seniors division. I want to get into that seniors division. It's 50 and up. Yeah, now people look at him, they joke, they show his family reaction, and they acting like he died. True talk, Heavy Andy. It's a shame. Like, let me tell you something about boxing. Boxing is hard. Your stock can rise and drop like that. Your stock in boxing can rise or fall like that. Boxing is tricky. See, think about basketball. They lose games. They lose games and they still end up in the finals. They still end up in the championships, and they had a whole season of losing games. You can't do that in boxing. You can't lose in boxing. Mars Mathematics said, LB. No, I got one, Mars. It's Charlie Burley. Charlie Burley, CHARLEY, Burley at gmail.com. Anybody want to send anything to my Gmail if that's better? It's Charlie Burley at gmail.com. Damn, 50 is considered senior now? Yes, sir, Tubi. We seniors. We seniors. We seniors. We almost senior citizens. They might as well just go on and say it and stop playing with us. Just go and call us senior citizens. That's what they want to say. Found me a little clip. That's right. They might as well just call us senior citizens and get it over with. That's right. For the Blick man, melanated man, Charlie Burley at Gmail. No, CHRLEY, not IEY, LEY. CHRLEY, Burley Aikido seems like it's better before the fight gets really. Aikido is good when the fight goes to grappling, like the way Steven Seagal made Aikido. That was the movie where he's standing there and people are running and then he flipping them on their neck. You ain't doing none of that. And if you do, you must have been playing with a very silly person or you caught a good moment. But don't think that moment is old to you. But when somebody got their hands on you and you grappling, oh, you can flip the mess out of them then. Like Aikido is real when you got hands on you. That's when it's real. All of that thinking you're going to stand from outside the gap and catch somebody strike and flip them on their neck. No, you can't. Idris, I can't wait either. To jump on one of your tracks, I can't wait. I'm ready. My pen is ready. Please send immediately so I can get the writing. All the young fighters think they Mayweather. They don't want to lose, and they have to have the traction. He has to make all of the money. Yeah, well, that's what Mayweather did because back in the heydays of boxing, it wasn't about having the O. Think about all of the greatest fighters of all time. They didn't have no O's. Sugar Ray Robinson, the greatest man ever, the greatest boxer ever to lace on gloves. No one can dispute me on this. And if you want to, let's do it. Sugar Ray Robinson. Greatest. 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 If somebody want to dare say Mayweather, I'm going to let you know that Sugar Ray Robinson won 170 something fights before his first loss. I'm going to point to that area that Sugar Ray Robinson won 170 something fights before his first loss. Get that ab roller. Yeah, them fake martial art videos are very hilarious. So, like, yeah, Sugar Ray Robinson, greatest man to ever lace up. And he didn't have an O. He lost. See, back in the day of boxing, we loved the comeback kid. See, there was a time in boxing where we loved the comeback kid. Madonna Campbell is on here. If anybody don't know who Madonna Campbell is, that is my wife. We got my wife on the live. You see me, I see you. I see you too. And she's a trucker, people. My wife is out there driving big trucks. She's a trucker getting that trucking money. Y'all don't know nothing about that trucking money. And you got a truck, you don't know nothing about that trucking money. Don't know nothing about that trucking. Hi. That's right. Everybody press 1 for Madonna Campbell. That's my wife. She's on the live. So everybody in here, press 1 on the live for Madonna Campbell. She's up in here. Please press 1. That's right. She's up in here. You know it's special. You that's right. Press 1. Press 1. That's right. Get them ones up. Get them ones up. Get them ones up. When your wife jump on your live, get them ones up. That's right. So she can see I'm working because she don't think I have a real job. I'm just playing. She don't think this is a real job. She don't think this is real work. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But yeah, Devin Haney, I think he smokes JoJo. I think he smokes JoJo. I don't think JoJo can do anything with Devin Haney. $52 with the gun sound crazy. Yeah, we got a one of my burleys named Peter Cuts. You talk about stop. Yes, you did. You don't think this is a job. You don't even think I'm working. I'm working here, people. Can y'all please tell her that I'm in here working? I'm working. This is work. Idris said he working. You see it. You see it, babe. You see it. He said he working. Thank you. Thank you, Idris. See, my family got my back. Miss Beverly Rose, her hard work and dedication. Thank you. Thank you. Let her know I'm working. I ain't up in here bullishing. I ain't bullishing. We working. Why Canelo don't get no credit even from his own people? I guess he needs to fight David Benavidez on Cinco de Mayo. You were correct. You know what it is? I've said it. Canelo is the Mayweather of Mexicans. I'm gonna say it again. He made a little piece of money too. Thank you, Ricky. I made about $15. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you. Let her know. We out here getting that back. We out here getting to the bag. I ain't up here playing. I'm up here getting to the bag. But Canelo is he is the Mayweather Mexican. He is the Mexican Mayweather. Mexicans don't support Canelo like black people don't support Mayweather. I said it. That's right. I said it. You get mad. I said it. Mayweather definitely doesn't get the support he's owed from his black peoples. I said it, and I dare somebody to debate me on it. He's more. Oh, this one went down the wrong way. She said, I made it to Colorado. I'm laying it down. Call me later, hubby. All right. See, she out there really getting to the bag. But I made $15 tonight. Put that $15 with the rest of the stacks, okay? Put that $15 next to them trucking stacks. Because you bringing in the bag, but I'm bringing in the little brown paper bag. Everybody got a bag. You know what I'm saying? Now, their bag may be bigger. They may have a duffel bag. You may have a little brown paper bag, but a bag is a bag. That's what I'm trying to say, people. Mayweather is the richest man in boxing, too. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Hold on. He said, wow, LB causing headlines with those words. Salute. A bag is a bag. That's right. Put the 15 next to the rest of them stacks. I'm getting to the money. I'm trying to tell you, I'm getting to the money. Can you French inhale? No, what's French inhaling? I'm from America. That's a new one. French inhale. French inhale the joint. Is that like a shotgun? What's a French inhale? You gonna have to break that down. I want to try it. What's the best way to build strength for boxing? Um, do like plyometrics to me, stuff, those type of like push-ups and anything that puts your weight against you is the best for me. Like some people like to use weights, but I'm not a person that says weights that you should use heavy weights because they make you bulky and you need long muscle for fighting, not rock bulky muscle. You need long muscle. So I would say anything that has resistance and use light weights through the nose. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Did you just challenge me to hold on. Let me see if I can still do that. I used to be able to do that. Hold on. Hold on. I used to be able to catch the whole thing. Hold on. Hold on. No, I ain't got it like I used to, Idris. I ain't got it. Push the push the smoke out and pour. Hold on. You gotta give me this. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this. A little bit. Hold on. I ain't getting that thick smoke though. I ain't getting the thick pull. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. I used to be able to do it and roll it right in. Yeah, I used to. That's what's called the French inhale. See, you just taught me something. I ain't never knew that. I never knew that. I never knew that. I never knew that. The French inhale is when you catch it with your nose. Oh, I'm getting it. I'm getting it back. Idris, I'm getting it's like riding the bike. I tell you, it's like riding the bike. It just come back to you. It's like riding the bike. By tomorrow, I'll be catching it with my hand and throwing it in my mouth. Yeah, I was like riding the bike. I'm back. I'm back, baby. Can you get in the boxing at 30? That's a little late. That's late. Most boxers are trying to leave around 30, Angelo. Yeah, that's pushing it. There's no boxer in history ever to get in that late. I think the latest is 2021. I know it's Marciano, Deontay Wilder. There's two other people too. I can't. It's not coming to me right now. But yeah, 30 is real. To get in the boxing at 30, yeah, you have to be like a mutant. You got to be way exceptional. What about 24? Yes, very possible. And because you're different, Miss Rose, because a women's boxing is different. Women's boxing is different. And 24 is not too old, but you're pushing it. You're pushing it. I think, the matter of fact, the oldest in boxing is 25. That's the oldest a person got. Somebody look that up and Google it. I think, but I do believe the age is 25. He said this beat about to slap though. Thank you, Idris. Make it slap. Make it slap and give me something that's moving. I need one of those momentum beats. It's moving so I can move on it. I like to pull up on the beat. I like to pull it right up on the beat. I like to pull up on it. I like to pull up on it. Hassan Rahman, that's who it is, Roger? Yeah, I think the age was 25. So you good. You good, Miss Rose. You good. Thank you, Idris. That's right. Give me that fire so I can step on that. So that can be what me and Idris about to connect on, y'all. We about to connect. He about to play super producer. Uh-oh, he bringing the Burley back out. He's bringing the beast out of me again. I'm going to get on that pen. I'm going to step on that pen. I tell you, I bleed through the pen. I bleed through the pen. That's right. Soulful work. And something to grow on. I ain't gonna be in the raps telling you to sell crack and bust your gat. And ain't gonna be those type of raps where you sell crack and bust your gat. We ain't gonna be doing that. It's gonna be something that one to grow on. Yo, LB Bernard Hopkins was 27. He was locked up and then turned. Excuse me, Heavy Andy. All right. Excuse me. Excuse me, brother. Excuse me, Heavy Andy. With that deep information and that correction, Bernard Hopkins. 27. But I think he was boxing before he went to jail, though. Wasn't he boxing before he went to jails? And I'm training defense first, trying to be the first. That's right. There you go. There you go. Yes. I want you up in there heavily defense, catching 8 joints, giving back. Bang, bang. Nothing. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Eat that one. Stop that. Take that. That's how you're going to be. Take that. Take that. It's going to be like a Puff Daddy song. Take that, take that, take that. No, stop, take that. That's what I'm going to teach you how to do, Miss Rose. Yo, we need more fight. I got some lined up. You know I got some fight reactions lined up. The Mongoose, he was like, the Mongoose was an alien. That's right. The Mongoose was a straight alien. Anger doesn't play a part in fighting. Facts. Get rid of it. Check it at the door. If you got to fight angry, don't fight. Just bow out. If I got to fight you angry, I'm bowing out. Because I ain't about to be up there looking all slow and no. See, anger mess up your whole technique. If I got to fight you, man, I'm going to bow out. I'd rather come back when I'm level-headed and give you this real work. The song that got me into hip hop and ended up, wow, Ricky Ferguson, you really want this work? I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. The first song that let me know I wanted to be a rapper, Big Daddy Kane, Set It Off, Kool G Rap, Men at Work. Big Daddy Kane Set It Off and Kool G Rap, Men at Work. I knew I wanted to pick up the pen. One question, when you walk away while people punch, is that effective? Yeah. You see, they rarely land a punch on me, and it's not from them not trying. I had one youngin' run up on me. I fought a youngin' named Mustard, and I did my walk away, and when I went to turn around, he was right on my shoulder. Yeah, he didn't play around. He didn't play around. He didn't play around. But I had to handle that. It be that way sometimes. But most people, I can catch them sleeping. Most people, I can catch them sleeping. But he ran right up on me. No, that was a good question, Idris. That is a good question. That was a very good question. Most people I can catch sleeping with that move. But that young boxer named Mustard, I sparred him in a gym in Las Vegas. I went to walk away, turned around, he was right on my shoulder. Kane, wow, yes sir, Big Daddy Kane definitely did for me. Set it off raw, like those raps right there should be in a museum. Just the words to set it off in raw. Kane was crazy with it. Do you think it works for wrestlers or grabbers? Well, 52, yes, the principle. Because we gotta people. When we think of us, when we think of an art, we must think about the principle of the art, not the actual shapes. The shapes are cool. Shapes cool. Nice shapes. But if you don't understand the principle, you got a bag full of shapes. That's all you got. So when you think of 52, you got to think of the principle. Hold on. Do you think it works for wrestlers or grapplers? No, the walk away. Oh, well, nah, if they got their hands on you, you ain't walking nowhere. Yeah, before they grab me, it could work. But once they put their hands on you, yeah, you ain't walking away. You pretty much in the dirt. It's time to see what you worth. Bars. Bars. You in the dirt, it's time to see what you worth. Bars. That's right. You can't do that to a wrestler. Maybe before he grabs you. Do men have a problem sparring women to prepare them for fights? They shouldn't. They shouldn't, Miss Rose, because the spar shouldn't be a fight. I'm so mad at these people trying to make the spar the actual fight. Now, sparring is something you have to do, but you can't never really simulate the real fight. But sparring is something you have to do. So men should be able to spar women and give them work without hurting them. I believe that. I like it, but I'm like, they can't touch bro. Great wrestler, Alexander Karelin. I gotta look him up. I gotta look that name up. How many styles have you trained in? Good question, 2B. Let's count. I did Wing Chun. Mm-hmm. I did Pakwa. Now, I'm not saying did because we know I'm still doing them. Tai Chi, uh, collegiate wrestling, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, 52, of course, boxing, and I think there's something else. Shin Yi, Taekwondo. I did that back at the YMCA, and in the military school I went to. I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about sums it up. Yo, LB, what do you think about the Paul brothers in boxing? Is it good or bad for the sport? I think it's bad for the sport. And I tell you why. Because there's a lot of boxers that came in the right way. It's like, imagine if you had to stand on line for 2 hours to get something and somebody walked in the store and just cut the line and got what they needed. You would be upset. I would be upset. Like if I had to stand on the line 2 hours and then you just bust in the store and bust the whole line, you finna get this work. So that's what I think the Paul brothers are doing to boxing. I think it's unfair because there's a lot of boxers that started when they were 6 in a dusty gym with no lights, with just the dream of becoming the champion, and they can't get the money they get. So yeah, I think it's very unfair. The turtle system, I gotta check that. Jig smack rack attack, my favorite feint now, LB. Be catching dudes off guard. Mars Mathematics said it. Jig smack rack attack. That's right. And you can break it up on people. You catch them right from the jack, but back, whoa, and you'll see them freeze like the jig smack. Just that movement and have them like, and then you move in and you pummel them. Hold on, I got so crazy I dropped my joint. That's how you use that jig smack. Hapkido, the principle of Hapkido is definitely good. Would a defensive female boxer be a good draw in the sport? Yes, yes. Because the defense that I'm talking about that you're gonna learn is the defense to offense. See, a real defense translates to offense immediately. Immediately. And if your defense can't really translate to an immediate offense, I would say don't use it. If your defense, because when your defense becomes that, it becomes covering. So this is defending. Bang. That's defense. That whole act of that move, me catching that shot and then giving back. Defensive a defensive-minded fighter. It doesn't mean you ain't out there trying to crack jaws and craniums. You are. You just doing it from the safest point. So if you cracking jaws and craniums, they're going to love you anyway because that's the heart of fighting. But when your defense doesn't lead to an offense, guess what you're doing? Covering. He just raining blows down on you, and you can't fire back. That's called covering. That's not what you want to do. Now, there may be some situations where you may be forced into cover, but you hurry up and figure a way up out of there, and you get up out of there. You don't stay in the cover because the cover is like seconds from you getting your ace beat on. So don't let your defense become covering. See, when your defense becomes covering, your soul could be hovering. Bars, I'm on fire tonight. I'm on fire, folks. When your defense is covering, your soul could be hovering. Bars, I'm on fire tonight. He said the spooky 52 camp say they can defend all day, right? That's why we never see them defending no day. They say they can defend all day, but we ain't yet seen them defend no day. Pause. Training any fighters preparing to fight at the moment. No, I have nobody that, well, I can't say that. Jada Fanon Burley, Bully Burley, they're competing, so I can't really say that. Ricky Ferguson said 5 years from now, we're going to see Miss Rose on Showtime Boxing. And Ricky, I'm going to tell you with Light Burley help, we're going to do it in less than 5 years because female boxing is open. Like, I would love a female boxer. That's why we need you, Miss Rose. What? Female boxing is open. Male boxing is harder. The game is stuck. Is chock full of players. You got everybody, over there. It's harder to make a come up over there than in female boxing because they're not kicking it like that. And they ain't really, I don't know who's training a lot of these women fighters, but it's terrible. It's terrible. I'd rather do female boxing than male boxing because it's an open slate. It's a clean board. There's way more work you can do over there and then over there with Gervonta and them. Mayweather and Al Heyman and Bob Arum, they got the game in the smash. They got the game in the smash. I'd rather do some female boxing. What? Yes, we're going to do it short. If Miss Rose ready to do it, we're going to do it in shorter than 5 years. I know you'd be an animal of it. That's right. You in my training, yeah, animal. That's all that equals. That's all that equals. That's right. That's right. And Shields needs an opponent. Like, why you think Shields went to MMA? Because she can't get no real opponents in female boxing. It's darn shame. Darn shame. That's why she had to go to MMA. It's terrible that she had to go to MMA just to get some shine. And that helped her. Because all that did was increase her boxing stock. Yeah, she took that loss, but look what she was prepared to do. Idris, that's how some fighters are made. Some people are built for this. Some people are built to be mechanics. Like those dudes that build buildings and they can stand on those poles way up. And I'm definitely afraid of heights. I'm not built for heights, but I'm built to fight. Bars, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm not built for heights, but I'm built to fight. Bars, man. Bars. I'm on fire tonight. The greatest thing Ricky Ferguson said was do another hour. I'm on fire. MMA just made her clinch game stronger. Facts. And a stronger fighter. And a stronger fighter. Like, your fight mind grows. Every time you fight, your fight mind grows. Every time you engage, if you don't die, that's where the saying comes. What doesn't kill me only makes me stronger. Let's talk about it. What doesn't kill me only makes me stronger. That saying means something. So with every fight, win or lose, you gain fight knowledge. So her going in that MMA, her fight knowledge is going to be crazy. Like her her awareness, what's going on, what she feeling, what you thinking about. She just went up in there where she had to duck punches and kicks and elbows and being choked out and did darn well. And still, that fight that she lost, listen, that girl got that ground and pound, but that fight could have went any way because Clarissa Shields was hitting her with strong right hands. She was bombing her. Please say that email, charlieburley@gmail.com. CHARLEY Burley. 18 views, but 72 likes. We cooking. Yes, we are, Mars, man. I'm telling you. It was all the brainchild of Ricky Ferguson. Press 1. This was all the brainchild of Ricky Ferguson because he said, roll another one and keep the party going. So now we up to 75 likes. I never even had this many likes in the live. We cooking. No, I didn't see the Alicia. No, I didn't see that fight. I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to, yeah, I heard about her too. I got to do my study on her. I'm not going to sit up here like I know her well. I just heard about her. I just seen something on YouTube about her. Almost 80 now, Roger. That's right. That's right. Blame it on Ricky. Blame it on Tricky Ricky. He the one that said, let's keep it going. She had the girl knocked out on her feet. She stiffened her. She put that starch in her. Oh, I'm definitely going to watch that fight. I love to watch somebody get starched. You know what I'm saying? But we still respect people that get starched. We ain't treating them bad because it takes heart to get in that ring. Ricky created the monster. Yes, he did. Tricky Ricky that created the monster. It's on now. My lives are going to be like 24 hours long. We just cooking up in here. That's why we love DMX. Lord, give me a sign. That's right. We cooking. And the joint's still lit. And we still cooking, and we had 3 hours and 17 minutes. After the joint, we're going to let it go because we know Dink the Professor got to get some rest. It's got to be like 5 in the morning up there, and Dink is still up here with his wrench. Mars Mathematics is in here with their wrenches. My wrenches is up just in case we catch one of them haters trying to slide in on my live and talk all out the side of his neck. The wrench people, the wrench gang, going to show him to the door. So we wrenched up. And my wrench people keep the live going because I got a lot of haters. They ain't got no problem jumping on here saying all types of mean stuff to me, trying to hurt my feelings, not knowing I'm a fighter. You can't hurt my feelings, fool. I'm a fighter. You got to punch me in the face. I'll feel that, though. What is your spiritual belief system? Sorry, you ain't coming out of nowhere, Idris. You keeping the party going. See, it's without these, I just can't keep ranting up here for hours for no reason. We got to keep this party going. He says, no. I know what that is, Dick. We got to keep the party going. My spiritual belief is Buddhism. Ravage Sar said he taking the bong rip for me right now. Just give it up for my man Rav taking the bong hit. That's right. No spirituality. We study Buddhism. Mars Mathematics just corrected that. Boom. Yes. The spirituality is the science of life called Buddhism. Yes. That is my science of life. Kawasaki or Canelo? Hold on, the great Kawasaki? If anybody could solve Canelo, it would be the great Kawasaki, another undefeated fighter. Roger W. What's his record? Kawasaki retired like 45-0. The great Kawasaki. No, spiritual. No, Buddhism can be spiritual too. Spiritual is being connected with the higher, with your higher essence. You know, spirituality in the religious sense is what we're not. We're not religious over here. Ain't no religions over. Not with me. Not with me. I'm not anybody on the live. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just saying with me, there's no religion over here. Kawasaki is nice. Us as black people, we grow up not knowing where we came from. Fact. Roger W. Yes, 40 plus undefeated. Yes, and that's why we must do the work to figure it out. Because we say as black people, we don't know. But we have to go deeper than that. We're gods. We have to know we're gods. And then we know that we're melanated gods. It's a bonus. But first, you need to know that you're a god in living flesh. Melanated or not, you're a god. Women are goddesses, melanated or not. To my Spanish men, gods. Caucasian men, gods. Melanated men, gods. We all are gods. Now, what we do after that is on us. Is the human experience where we separate, where we split everything up. Are you going to design a type of glove for slap boxing? Yes, we're working on the slap boxing glove. 5-hand slap of death. What did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap, slap. That's what we coming with. Best of 3 in their prime. Roy Jones and Joe in their prime. I give Roy 2 out of 3 in their prime. Joe caught Roy at the end. You know, that wasn't even Roy. That wasn't Roy. That wasn't the real Roy Jones. Roy Jones in his prime, 2 out of 3. Win. No separation. Fact. Chocolate bacon. Why is coffee and weed better? I don't know, because they kind of diffuse each other. The weed brings you down, the caffeine picks you up. So you're somewhere in purgatory. You get caught somewhere in purgatory when you take weed and coffee. You know what I'm saying? Weed bring you up, coffee bring you down, you're somewhere in the middle. You can be Jesus or Jeffrey Dahmer. Bang! Say that again, Idris. That's a fact. Yo, LB, Canelo got the best trainer because he had to build Canelo back up after the Mayweather butt whipping with shoulder roll defense and offense. No, what's his name? What's he just got trainer of the year? Definitely a great trainer. Can you use Uptown as a feint? Definitely. I use it all the time. If you notice, I do a lot of this. I use a lot of round shape movements when I want to feint people. Calzaghe was 36 in that fight. Neither were in their prime. True, but that's what I'm saying. If, a Calzaghe in his prime versus a Roy in his prime, I'd give Roy 2 out of 3. That's right. You can't be Jesus, or you can be Jesus or Jeffrey Dahmer. Choose your poison. Eddie Reynoso, thank you. Eddie Reynoso, trainer of the year, doing a darn good job with Canelo. But what we also talking about that who we missing is what's the name? The dude that trains Errol Spence and Charlo. What was it? What's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? And I respect him so much. The dude that trains Errol Spence, another great trainer. Who else are great trainers in the game? Teddy Atlas is all time. Derrick James, there we go. Teddy Atlas, all time trainer to me. Teddy Atlas is a bad man. Teddy Atlas knows boxing in and out. At what age does a fighter's prime end? Right around 30, 30 something. What if somebody knocked your cap off? Then I'm knocking his chin off. You knock my cap off, you take my cap, I take your chin. Yeah, Teddy is an all-time deep training. Teddy is a beast. Like all coaches need to bow down to Teddy. Do you have any students or people in the New York area? Yeah, King Sean is out there in Jersey. Problem Burley is out there in New York. Problem Burley teaches out there. Tusami 700, salute. Yeah, Problem Burley is in New York. You can check Problem Burley. Canelo is 31 and still killing it. Yes, because the all-time greats do that. The all-time greats can stretch it, especially when you got defense. All fighters that use defense can stretch their career. So if you want to be a fighter with a long career, a long tooth, get you some defense. How to get in touch with Problem Burley? He's on. He's on Instagram of the Trey Facts. You're gonna have to reach out to me so I can set you up. For Ravage Sarch, my number is 347-816-5357. I'm gonna say that again. 347 816-5357. Could someone put that in the chat for him? Mars Mathematics, the Dink. Put the block line in the chat for the homie so he can text me and I'll get him in contact with those dudes. None teaching in the Maryland, D.C. Not yet. I don't know anybody in the Maryland. Tough fight for both. Both also denied fight fans some matches too. Facts. Hitman Burley, that's what I'm saying. He putting in that work. Are foot drills better than heavy bag drills? All time, all day, all day, all day. I can teach you how to punch a Mac. I can teach you how to punch a Mack truck, or I can teach you how to get out the way of the Mack truck. Which one is better? Punching the Mack truck or getting out the way of the Mack truck? That's how we do this around here. Thank you, Dink. Dink has just put the block line in the chat. Mars Mathematics has too. So anybody that want to call me, text me, talk to me, anybody on this chat, that is my line. You talk directly to me. You don't talk to no in-between people. I don't do that. I keep my ears to the streets. That's the formula of my success. I'll be keeping my ear to them streets. He said he can beat. I would like to see Charlo do it. It's not going to be easy. That's right, Tusami 700. Thank you. Get them likes up. Mayweather was a beaten man, defeated in victory. He was absorbing all the Canelo punches after the fight. He was icing his entire body, massaging it with Ben Gay. Couldn't move. It was a draw. Oh, nah, chocolate bacon. Totally wrong. No, was no draw. He easily defeated Canelo. Nah, that was no draw. Just because you beat up and saw it, that means you were in the fight. That's all. That's all. That's all. If you left the fight with no marks on you, you're either highly skilled or you was in a non competitive fight. That's all. That's all. I can't agree with you on that, chocolate bacon. Watch that fight. Mayweather beat him hands down by points, outscoring him. That right hand was snapping Canelo's head back. You ever seen Canelo's hair sweaty in a fight? Look at Canelo. His hair rarely gets sweaty. Look at that Mayweather fight. His hair was sticking to the side of his face. Mayweather snapping that neck back. He almost broke his neck in that fight. I think Canelo almost had his neck broken. Snapped his head back so much. Jose Luis Castillo gave Mayweather hell. Yes, that's why Mayweather had to run that back. Mayweather run it back. When you almost beat Mayweather, he run it back. And what did he do to Castillo when he ran it back, Roger W? What he do? What he do to Castillo on the run back? Yeah. See, this is why we love Sugar Ray Robinson. Because Sugar Ray Robinson would lose the belt. But guess what he would do on the run back? Knock you out. That's why we love Sugar Ray Robinson. Because when you could take the belt from Sugar, but when he came to take it back, he was knocking you out. Mayweather's poker face fooled people to think he wasn't hurt. But of course, everybody's hurt in the fight, though. Everybody's hurt. No, the scorecard didn't say it was no draw. It was no draw. It was no draw. We can't even call that a draw. Nah. But Pacquiao gave Mayweather a tougher fight than Canelo. Pacquiao put up a tougher fight than Canelo. Nah, that was no draw. That was no draw. Pac-Man put up a tougher fight than Canelo. Easy. No scorecard said it was a draw. Maybe the scorecard, what do you call that? The scorecard they be using on ringside. Nah. If it was a draw, if the scorecard said a draw, Mayweather wouldn't have won. There'd have been no way he could have won if the scorecard said it was a draw. It would have been a draw. No scorecard said it was a draw. They gave that fight to Mayweather because Mayweather won. Yeah, he beat Canelo. Canelo admitted it. That's the thing, Chocolate. Canelo already admitted that Mayweather beat him. So you can't go against the man that actually fought the fight. You can't go against him. Canelo said Mayweather beat him, and he talked about how it was a good thing for him. There's an interview up. Canelo talks about the Mayweather fight. Canelo is not like they cheated me. It was a draw. We've never heard Canelo argue that ever. Chocolate, but chocolate bacon. Bust this. Canelo never argued it ever. To this day, never. So we can't go against the man that was actually in the fight. One judge may have said it was a draw, but not the other two. No, for a draw, we need all three to say it was a draw. It was no draw. Just because one judge can see it as a draw, that's his perspective. That's his prerogative. That's why we have three judges instead of one. Because if we had one judge, we would have to go solely off of what that man thought. Canelo is humble. Come on, he just told what's the name. He just told what's the name of MFA. Canelo is not humble. When he was talking about Khalid Plant, he was like, he doesn't stand a chance against me. Oh, come on, chocolate. Come on, chocolate. Come on now. Come on now. This is the Burley podcast over here. We can't do that. I like Mayweather too, but I've always stood up to that Mayweather. The way Mayweather represents black people, I believe to be wrong. So I have no problem calling a spade a spade, but Canelo is not humble at all. He's told people he's going to knock them out. That's not of a humble man. A humble fighter was Alexis Arguello. He was called the gentleman of boxing, the gentleman of boxing. Look up Alexis Arguello. You want to see a gentleman? The man shook the hands of his opponent, made sure they was all right, never said a bad word about anybody, didn't call nobody no MFers, nothing. No matter what you said about him, he would say, well, that's how you feel. I'll wait for the fight. That's a gentleman. Canelo is no humble fighter. No, he's not. No, he's not. He up there talking, but he's not. No, he's not. He telling people he's gonna knock him out. No, he's not. Look up Arguello. You want to see a gentleman, a humble man of boxing that can knock you out? Arguello had an 86% chance of knocking you out. If someone's cursing in your face and doesn't stop, you have to smack them. No, you don't. Like I just said, Arguello didn't do it. And his opponents talked terrible about him, how they was going to knock him out. He said none of that. Arguello never did that. No, that's not humble. Look up that's not humble. No, it's not humble. And we talking about he also called Andre MFA. He went at Andre. That's not humble. And that was before that fight. That's not humble. Mayweather lost to Castillo. Well, the Castillo fight, it could be arguably a loss. Yeah, that's why he ran it back. That's why he ran it back. The Castillo fight, they gave him, we can say every fighter get gifts. Every fighter gets a gift, especially the great ones. So Mayweather got a gift in Castillo. We could say that because he scraped Mayweather all along them ropes. We can say that. But Canelo, no. Madonna, not a draw. That wasn't the draw either. But he definitely did. He also had to run that one back. And when he ran it back, he beat him up. Why doesn't he admit? Why he doesn't admit a sore loser? He can't. You mean admit what? The judges. The game of fighting is winning by the judges. There's nothing to admit. Whether you get a gift or not, there's nothing to admit. Every great fighter. Your favorite fighter, Canelo, he got a gift with who was with Lawson? Lawson, who was it that really beat Canelo? That beat Canelo, and they gave him the gift. What's his name? Jamal Gus, bring it up. No, Madonna rematches people. No, that's what you do in boxing, chocolate bacon. I don't know if you are you just mad at Mayweather or do you know boxing? No, everybody in boxing has to do that. Any fight that is a close, you have to run it back. Mayweather didn't start that. So see, that's what I'm saying. That's why you got to come in with facts. Like it got to be facts over feelings. You just don't like Mayweather, and that's cool. But you just said he rematches people because he feels lost to his narcissistic ego. So you saying he made up rematches? Are you saying he made up? No, look what you just said. Are you saying he made up running it back? No, he didn't make up running it back. All fighters in history had to run it back, the fighters that were close. If you think he's a narcissist, okay, he can have an ego. Okay. Like I said, I think some of the things he said borderline narcissistic. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he didn't lose to Canelo though, and Canelo lost and got a gift. But I'm talking about Canelo. You're not talking about that loss that Canelo suffered, and the loss he suffered to Mayweather, and he got a gift. The first Triple G fight, the Canelo won the second. Thank you, Heavy Andy. Triple G beat Canelo that first fight. He got another gift. And he's not humble. Mexicans don't like Canelo. They hate him. The real Mexicans hate Canelo. Laura, thank you, Roger W. Laura beat Canelo. And we all seen it. We all seen the cheat with our eyes. Laura beat Canelo. Oh, now that was a draw. Laura beat Canelo. And we all seen it. Every fighter gets a gift. You know, there's no secret in the history of fighting that fighters get gifts. Every great fighter got a gift. Sugar Ray Robinson got one. Canelo got one. Mayweather got one. They all get one. It comes with the territory. But the art of running it back, Mayweather didn't start that. 52 blocks, LBDC exposed. I've seen it in your eyes. Well, that's funny. It's funny you can see in the eyes. Then you shouldn't be on here commenting. You should be on ESPN if you can see it in the eyes. That's what I'm saying. You can't. You got to know I'm Burley. You can't. Those games don't like. You can't play that here. You can't see nothing in my eyes. All you see is my eyes. I don't believe that. I don't believe in oracles. No, nope. Don't believe in oracles. But as I said, Mayweather won that fight. It's on his victory. Canelo, and you came with an excuse for everything. That Canelo's humble. That's why he don't talk about it. And we already proved Canelo did not beat Laura. Everybody who's seen that fight know Laura beat Canelo. And Canelo don't talk about it. He considers that loss to Mayweather a loss. You said our rich people that went to sleep. They still on it. You just a man that don't like Mayweather. That's all. And I get it. You ain't gotta think the professor's still here with the wrenches. You ain't gotta like Mayweather. No, rich people are here to keep the conversation right. That's all. Rich people keep the conversation because we don't do emotions. So anytime a person on the chat turns into a girl, the rich people remove you. That's all it is. The rich people are here to remove people who go into their girl emotions. And we can have girls on here. But even if a girl on here goes into a girl emotion, think the rich people going to remove you. That's all that is. That's what I'm saying. You can feel like he's okay, but history is saying something different. Chocolate bacon. That's what I'm saying. See the gift of opinions. They're like buttholes. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody can have one. You can say he's an okay boxer. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. But the records say he's the best ever. Go figure, right? Go figure. Yo, LB, none of the Charlo brothers can beat Canelo or even box him like Khalid Plant. Like I said, I used to believe the Charlos had a good chance against Canelo, but nah. I think Canelo is 60-40, 50-50 fight now. No, I don't know what no it doesn't mean. He said, and they all stink. Yeah, buttholes like opinions. Everybody got a butthole and they all stink. Mayweather thinks he's the best and he fooled me with it. How? Do know he's 51-0, right? Or 50-0, right? This is people. These are people that try to bring emotions to a debate gunfight. You can't bring an emotional knife to a gun debate. Don't bring emotional knives to gun debates. He just said Mayweather thinks he's the best and he fooled us, but yet On the boxing records. Now, if you go research this in boxing records, Mayweather is 50-0. So I guess he fooled us all, and he even fooled the boxing authorities. We're all fooled. I'll take that. Hey, Mayweather fooled me and all of the boxing authorities that he's the best because they say it. LB, should I build my cardio more before I join the Yaki gym, or should I? No, in concert. Do it both. Do it the same thing. Do it at the same damn time. J. Rock Williams, man, he hurt my heart, man. J. Rock hurt my heart, man. I don't know. I thought he was, after he took the belt, I thought there was no looking back. Justice 7 said Marcus Brimage put that work in bare knuckle and good display of 52. I didn't see the fight yet. Justice 7 just brought it to us. Yoga Burley did his damn thing up in there. Salute to Yoga Burley. He also made you believe that his supposed O means he's the best. No, it just means he's the best in boxing. He's undefeated. When it comes to undefeated, yes, he's the best. The title of being undefeated makes Mayweather the best since he's at the top. He is the best. I'm just talking about the numbers. Your feelings, I believe Sugar Ray Robinson I just said Sugar Ray Robinson is better than Mayweather. That's my beliefs. But hey, we all have our own beliefs. Some people will argue me that Mayweather is better than Sugar Ray Robinson. That's your thought. Like I said, you can't, that's what I'm saying. You can't play those emotional games with me because I don't have an argument for emotions. You can believe what you want to believe. You can believe he's an okay boxer. That's your choice. That is your choice. Yeah, see the rich gang, they up on here. My rich gang is tight. You got to keep it right. Stay away from your emotions, or the rich gang is on you. Yo, LB, they tried to get Andre Ward back to fight Canelo at 175, but Ward said he's retired. I don't think Ward should come back for that. Nah, right now, Canelo would beat Ward. I don't think Ward should do that. He's been out too long. Maybe if he never left, yes, but he's been out too long. Yeah, they bark way too much barking. The Philly shell is unbeatable when you're Mayweather, one of the greatest. Yeah, he took the Philly shell to a whole nother level. Ward is definitely done. He need to let it go. And he said Ward set it up he set himself up because he said if Canelo dare challenge me, I'll come out of retirement. He should have never said that. He should have never said that. Because Canelo did just that. And now the burden of proof is on you. Now you got to explain why you really ain't gonna come out of retirement. He should have just never said that. He should have just left it alone. No, I don't think Andre Ward should come back. I don't want him to come back. Stay retired and undefeated and a great fighter. Yeah, he talking about Mickey Ward. Yeah, Andre Ward, not Mickey Ward. Yeah, I know what Ward you're talking about. But Andre is still out of it. Like he needs to stay retired. Don't come back. No, too far removed to jump in there with Canelo. That's right. At least the record shows Sugar Ray Robinson was better. That was me. Like I said, I got Sugar Ray Robinson over Mayweather. Shit. If we talking about skill set and toughness, Drew, I got Pernell Whitaker up there with Mayweather. Now, of course, Mayweather is better by the record. He did better in the fights he was supposed to win. Yes, but we talking about skill set, defensiveness, all around fight. I got Pernell Whitaker up there with him. Oh, you saying Mickey Ward is your buddy? Oh yeah, Mickey too old, but Mickey was a beast when he was doing it. You want to see a great fight? Mickey Ward versus Emmanuel Gustus. You want to see a great fight? Mickey Ward versus Emmanuel Augustus. I got them Whitaker deep. Yeah, Whitaker was a beast. Yeah, he is a great commentator and ambassador. That's where he needs to stay. That's what I'm saying. He should have never said that about Canelo. Just stay where you at, buddy. You good. You good money. We love you, We love you. Stay where you at, Andre. Don't move, SOG. Ward versus Gotti. Yeah, that was a good fight. Because they were just hard fighters. Both when you put two hard fighters against each other, it's always going to be a good fight. But Emmanuel versus Ward, that was dope. My hooks then turned into elbows. I can't hook anymore. Keep hooking, throw them elbows. Mickey Ward would get smoked in this generation that came forward. Mexican style is outdated. These boxing coaches are sending those young kids with early brain damage. Facts, Heavy Andy. Facts. Tyson, Sugar Ray, and Sweet Pea are one of the ones who hooked me on boxing. Salute. Sweet Pea, the black magician. He was great. LB, we need you. The commentary. BKFC, your fight IQ and lineage is top notch. That's right. Tell BKFC they got the money. Get me up in there. They got that money. Once I get my hand on Yoga Burley's fight, I'm doing a reaction to it. I don't think any one of the old fighters wouldn't have survived in today's time. A lot of old fighters from back in the day. Roberto Duran could have flourished today. He could have flourished. I can't wait to see that too, Miss Rose. I'm doing a mean reaction. But Roberto Duran could have flourished in this time. Sugar Ray Leonard could have flourished in this time. Pernell Whitaker could have flourished in this time. Jersey Joe Walcott could have flourished. Rocky Marciano, Ezra Charles. Should I go on? There's a couple of old fighters. Tommy Hearns could have flourished today. That's right. Talk about it. Hagler could have flourished today. The marvelous one, marvelous Marvin Hagler, Willie Pep. Yeah. Let's talk about it. They would have all flourished today. Willie Pep. Let me tell you something. Willie Pep had Aaron Pryor for sure. Toby Storm. Oh, get out of here with that. Aaron Pryor for sure. Let me tell you something about Willie Pep. 241 fights, 6 losses. Let me say that again. 241 fights, 6 losses. Willie Pep, baby. Only man to survive a plane crash. He was in the plane. It fell out the sky. Everybody died on the plane, except for Willie Pep. Doctors told Willie Pep he would never box again. 6 months to a year later, he was back in the ring and winning. Let's talk about Willie Pep. See, I got Willie Pep up there with Sugar Ray Robinson. To me, the argument of the greatest boxers of all time should always stay between Willie Pep and Sugar Ray Robinson. That's where the argument should stay. Mayweather's not even in this argument. Mayweather ain't in this argument. Talking about the greatest boxers of all time. The argument stays between Willie Pep and Sugar Ray Robinson. Benny Leonard was a magician. He was an artist. He was a scientist. Benny Leonard was a scientist. The manly art of self-defense. That's what he called it. He was a bad man jammer. He was a bad man jammer. Those boxers like Attila Gotti and Mickey Ward style, you saw Floyd Mayweather violate Gotti. Yeah, because it was that stand and deliver style. That style would get killed today. The stand and deliver style will get you murdered today. Yeah, they said he was on that juice, and they said Alexis Oquayo was on something. They were both, I think they were both using drugs at the time of their fight. I say the bad mama jammer. That's my words. Of course, you see my eyes. I'm smoking chocolate bacon. Chocolate bacon, do me a favor. Act like you're a man. Act like you're a man, chocolate bacon. Hopefully you are. Are you really a chocolate bacon or are you a man? Because if you're a man, please stop acting like a man. Stop trying to look in my eyes. That's girl stuff. Come on, chocolate banker. Get it together. Get it together. Andrew Tony was a beef. Chocolate bacon beta. Yeah, I don't know. He acting more like a girly than me. That's right. More than Rose. Exactly. What's wrong with this man? He trying to gaze into my eyes and stuff. He said, I think chocolate bacon a fruitcake. That's Mars mathematics. That's what I'm saying. You talk about he gazing in my eyes. Like, what's wrong with this man? Just speak your facts. What are you gazing in my eyes for, man? Stop that, man. We don't do none of that beta boy energy over here. We ain't do none of that beta boy energy over here. Right here, ain't no beta boy energy. Got me totally messed up. Michael Phoenix, block party. That's right. The wrench game is out here. You ain't going, he can't get nothing through. He can't get nothing through. He can't send the comment through. The wrench gang, they out here. And it's late. And they still working. My wrench gang stay working. That's right. I'm protected. See my defense? I'm a man of defense that got defense. It's called Mars Mathematics and Dink the Professor. The wrench game is out here. But anyway, I want to thank you all. We let this go for 4 hours. Think the professor got to get some rest. Mars Mathematics got to get some rest. I love you all. And as I said, you don't need no time. This is going down every other day. We having coffee and Mary Jane. So not tomorrow, but the next day is going down. The chocolate babe from the tight to leave his arms and hands on the outside of the barber's chair while he getting calls. Oh, yo, he brought me back. I was just about to shut down the live. And my man Mick MCP Blackheart, he said chocolate bacon the type to leave his arms and hands on the outside of the barber's chair while he's getting the cut. And as men, we all know you don't do that. You don't let the barber put his nut sacks on your hands. We don't do that over here. Thank you, sir. Press 1 for that brother. He just joined the live. Press 1 for that brother. Press 1 for that brother. That's right. Real men don't leave their hands on the outside tape on the thing when you're getting your hair cut. Press 1. Real alpha men out here. See, he gave me some alpha juice. You see how I got all excited again? That was like an alpha burst he just gave me. He gave me like an alpha burst. I felt it. Did y'all feel it? I felt it. It was an alpha burst. Because the chocolate gang was bringing that beta energy up in here. Like, I started feeling some beta energy. He gazing in my eyes, and then my man came and just gave me a boost of that alpha energy. I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby. Back. He just gave me a shot of, that was like a shot of B12 or something. What was that? That was alpha man energy. See, when another alpha come in the room, that's why you respect another alpha. I love alphas because I feed off of them. They give me energy. All of the alphas give me energy. All my alphas. Yo, LB, how you feel about gangs in vain, New York hoods dying from sets made from LA? It don't make sense. We known for starting trends and not. It's true. It's true. It's true. See, but the thing with New York, we too close for that. That's why it's gonna hit us harder. These places where they're doing drive-bys, you know why they do drive-bys in Cali? Because they got them long blocks. Imagine having to walk up and shoot somebody and run. You'll be running forever. Them Cali blocks are forever, forever, ever. That's why they do drive-bys. It's environment. Like a lot of this stuff with the shooting happens environment. That's why gangs work better in areas that are bigger, like Cali. Gangs work better because you in these big areas. You never know when you're gonna run into your ops. Cali's so big. But New York is compact. We right on top of each other. So you're going to see your ops like every other day. So every other day, y'all killing each other. Gangs don't work in New York. No, they can't. It needs to stop. We had cliques, crews, posses, but we ain't never had no gangs into this blood thing. We had some cliques, like that's my posse, that's my homies, those my bros. That's what we had, because in New York, you got to have small numbers because everything is so condensed. So now that we got all of this, that's why we got rappers dying every other week now. Every other week, every other day now, we got rappers dying. That's right. So the closeness of New York really messes up that gang mentality. We too close for that. We too close for gang gang. We way too close for gang gang. You waking up in the morning seeing your ops every other day. You at the store trying to get a coffee and a butter bagel, and you bumping into your ops. So now you got to throw down your bagel and your coffee and get to working. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's craziness. It's craziness. They need to stop that madness. It's craziness. Just stop it. You don't need no gangs in New York. So we don't throw gang signs in New York. We just be on. I think Sticky and them said it. We don't throw gang signs in New York. Rappers have a short lifespan, no doubt. Fact. Nowadays, being a rapper is probably one of the most dangerous careers you can get into right now. That's how dangerous it is. Dudes get a gun license. I got mine. Now people want to fight. They know if I shoot them, I'm going home after court. That's right. That's right. See, Mars Mathematics said that. There you go. If you want to go get your GAT, move to a state that is gun friendly, right? Get your license. And when you shoot something for defending yourself, you go home after court, like my homie Mars Mathematics just said. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. But if you stay in a state that's unfriendly to guns like New York, you get caught with that heater, you done. You done. You done. So yeah, that's all you got to do. Move to a gun-friendly state. See the gun memorial, all facts. That's right. Move to a gun-friendly state and you can strap up. You can get the strap. Somebody move on you, get the strap. That's right. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's warfare. That's part of being a warrior. Guns are part of wars. We're warring. Triangle Trade, salute. Gray Stream as always. Thank you, Simon. Thank you, Miss Beverly Rose. Thank you. Yes, we're going to leave it there. I love you all. See you on the next stream.